experience partner of the Philadelphia Eagles with no hidden fees ever. So pick TickPick for your chance to enjoy an exclusive experience at Lincoln Financial Field at every game. A chance to experience the national anthem on the field or the roar of the excitement in the players' tunnel, or the opportunity to spend time with friends and family in an exclusive lounge. Don't let fees get between you and a great game day. Download the TickPick app and enjoy the best experiences supporting your Philadelphia Eagles this year.
At Planet Fitness, no two members are alike, but they all have one thing in common. They're all strong. Feel your strongest with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any of our nationwide locations. Bring your friend anytime you want and recover from it all in the Black Card Spa with their hydro massage and other innovative amenities. We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness. Find your nearest club and join today. See Home Club for details.
Hey, Philadelphia Eagles fans. When you bring Hellman's creamy buffalo chicken dip to the watch party, you can be a couch coach and cheer too loud. Or worse, bring a friend who knows nothing about football, and no one will eject you from the game, because when you do dip with Hellman's, you can do no wrong. That's a Hail Mayo. Hellman's, the official mayonnaise of the Philadelphia Eagles. Bring out the best.
Hey, Dad, I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
Oh, you might be on the naughty list.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid models. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends December 1st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Go green. For over 100 years, West Pharmaceutical Services has embraced commitment to sustainability for an evergreen planet. During the 2025 Eagles season, West is once again partnering with the world champion Eagles for its Field Goal Forest program. With each successful field goal kicked this season, the Eagles and West will plant 30 trees. West is a proud sustainability partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles and West, by your side for a healthier world. Learn more at westpharma.com/Eagles. BetMGM, an official partner of the Philadelphia Eagles, is ready for football season. Want to join the fun? Download the BetMGM app to get started and place your bets with us all season long. Whether you're cheering on the Eagles at the stadium or watching the game at your favorite Philly sports bar, you'll always be able to get in on the action with the BetMGM app right in the palm of your hand. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com for T's and C's. 21 plus to wager. New Jersey and Pennsylvania only. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Sports Radio 94 WIP presents the Eagles Radio Network. Fresh off a gritty win in Green Bay.
And the Philadelphia Eagles have escaped with a 10-7 win. Wow.
The Eagles now return to the Linc.
We are who we are as a team. We're all we got and we're all we need.
For a Sunday night clash against the Lions. Today's game is sponsored in part by PNC Bank, Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey, PDQ Restaurant Point of Sale Systems, your Delaware Valley Honda dealers, Verizon, and Piazza Auto Group. You're listening to the Verizon Pregame Show on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865.
Verizon Pregame Show sponsored by Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. Live from Lincoln Financial Field tonight for a big one. The 7-2 Eagles, the 6-3 Detroit Lions. It is Sunday Night Football. Boy, is this has a big feel to it tonight on Salute to Service night. Can't wait for this one. Alongside Ike Reese, Hugh Douglas, Elliott Shore Parks, I'm Joe Gillo. You guys ready to go? Ike, good evening.
You damn right I'm ready to go, Joe. Hey, listen. We've been hang in there with me, Hugh.
I'm with you, dog.
We've been waiting on this game tonight.
Yep.
Battle of the top teams in the NFC. Listen, you got to take care of business at home. You have to take care of business at home. The Lions are coming in here, and they are hungry. They are looking to establish and prove themselves as a worthy contender, and they view the Eagles as the standard barrier.
Wow.
So they are planning to come in here with their A game tonight.
Yep.
Forget about this weather and all this nonsense. The Lions are coming in here to win this game tonight.
Yeah.
And this is where the Eagles, as defending champions, have to realize that they're going to get the team's best effort every week. You're the team on their schedule that they've circled. So your job is to match that team's energy. And that's what the Eagles are going to have to do tonight. Their intensity, the energy, the urgency of winning this game tonight. If the Eagles want to win this game tonight, it has to be important to them as much as it is to the Lions. That's the way I look at it. There's a very good football team in the Lions. The only way we don't beat the Lions tonight is if we allow ourselves to get in the way of ourselves. That's the way I look at it.
I agree. Yeah, look, Hugh, they're going to have to play their A game tonight. I mean, the Eagles have played a bunch of C games this year and won. I mean, and they're good enough to do that sometimes. Hugh, as you've said all week, you don't think the Lions are one of those teams they could do it against?
No, they're not a pushover. I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks, man. I just feel like this team is going to be the biggest measuring stick for the Philadelphia Eagles thus far. You know, we talk about that game against Green Bay last week. Green Bay looked fugazi. They went almost down to the wire today.
They beat the Giants today?
Yeah, they
barely.
did. Yeah. They went down to the wire with the Giants. This team right here, though, they're feeling some kind of way about the way that their season ended last year, and the fact that, you know, the Eagles won, and they like I said, they've had this game circled for a while. They're swinging for the fences tonight. They're gonna come in and try to punch you in the mouth, like from the beginning all the way through. You better be ready for that.
Elliot, how you feeling as we enter one of the biggest games of the season?
Yeah, this game reminds me of 2023 when San Francisco came in wanting to beat the Eagles that day. The Niners had revenge on their mind. It was viewed as a potential NFC Championship preview, and we know how the 2023 team responded to that. The Niners came in here and they punked them, and that's what the Lions are going to try to do to the Eagles tonight. So for me, this game is about two things, or about two words: the Super Bowl. If the Eagles win this game tonight, I think they got one foot in the door of, Super Bowl
is like one word, right?
If they win tonight,
Super Bowl is two words here.
I'm just saying.
It is. No, we got
we're off and running.
Specific, exactly. If they win tonight, they're in pole position to make the Super Bowl. You have the best record in the NFC. You have the tie advantage over everybody, and no one's coming in my opinion, into the Linc in the playoffs and beating the Eagles here. So this is about making sure you don't have to go to Detroit come playoff time. So if they can go out tonight and play their game, they should win. But also to what you guys said, I think one thing we've all had in our back pocket when the Eagles don't play well is, well, when it matters, they'll play better. Like last year, they didn't play great on offense all year, but in the championship game in the Super Bowl, they turned up and did the best offensive performance of the season. Tonight is about showing that when it matters, you're not going to look like you did against the Giants. You're not going to look like you did for a half against Minnesota. That when the lights are on and the opponent is trying to, come in here and beat you, you can play your best football. So tonight, I think, is a true pendulum game for this season.
Well, they're also going to have to show they can play their best football with a lot of drama going on. I mean, we can't avoid the elephant in the room. It's been here all week, Ike. The A.J. Brown situation, everything all week. The stories that came out yesterday about maybe more than one player feeling like similar to A.J. Brown about the offense. And then a further clarification today from ESPN about that meeting with Jeff Lurie and A.J. Brown on Friday at practice, that it was more than just a, hey, how you doing? It was a conversation and asking A.J. or telling A.J., tone down the social media stuff. I mean, that's here. And look, last year the Eagles were able to play well in spite of drama. They got to do it again tonight because that's there.
Yeah, and for me, I'm more in the camp of, man, just keep it all in-house. I mean, the idea of bringing it to the media and social media and complaining about it, that doesn't fix anything. We all understand AJ's frustration. Like, we all get it. Like, a lot of us share the same frustration with him. But allow us out here, media, fans, to discuss that and banter back and forth. As a team, you're supposed to present a united front through all adversity. It doesn't mean you aren't trying to work to fix the issues behind the scenes, but when you present it to the consumer, which is the fan base, it should be a united front. We all we got, we all we need, and that sort of thing. That's the only issue I've ever had with all of this with AJ. It's not AJ being frustrated. Hell, I'm frustrated for him. Like we all feel it. But you have to be able to keep that stuff behind closed doors and try to work to fix those things. And hopefully that's where they are now. You know, his meeting with Mr. Lurie out there and sort of assuring him that, listen, he's going to try to stay off social media, venting and all that. Man, awesome. That's great progress from that standpoint. And now, unless we believe the Eagles are, from an offensive standpoint, are taking shortcuts or aren't addressing or trying to address the issues, I mean, I'm assuming they're trying to fix these things.
You would have to assume that.
Yeah,
I mean, because they can't win a Super Bowl scoring 10 points in big games.
And I think they know that.
Yeah.
Like, I think they know that, but you can't, when it's convenient, when a team scores 10 points, want to vent your frustration. When they played against the Vikings, that was a good offensive game. They came out against the Giants, had arguably their best offensive performance all season. Those are two good outings.
And that was the 2 games before this.
Yes.
Before the Packers game.
Yeah, so I just want that stuff to sort of die down and quiet down and man, get back to trying to fix this thing, because when it boils down to it, they are still the most talented team, and they're the best team in the NFC.
So I thought,
when it boils down to it,
I thought Jeffrey Lurie doing this meeting in public at
that
practice.
Shady's pops out there, right there.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, sir. What's up, big dog? You know
how you doing, Mr. McCoy? Yeah.
Best running back in franchise history.
Best running back in franchise history. You know it.
I thought Jeffrey Lurie talking to AJ in public wasn't a coincidence. I think the message
you did
this
on
week,
purpose?
Yeah, I think the
for sure.
message this week from the Eagles, both publicly and then with some of the reporting that's come out, has been AJ has to get on board or he won't be here. I think we view this often as, well, AJ will ask out and the Eagles will have to beg him to stay. The Eagles are not going to beg AJ to be here if he does not want to be here. AJ is in a good situation. So when Jeffrey goes and talks to AJ publicly with Big Dom there, I think the message is clear. The Eagles have told AJ now, don't do this. And it's been, leaked that he promised he wouldn't. So the next time he does it, there will be nobody feeling bad for AJ, and the Eagles will make it clear. You said you wouldn't do it, and you're doing it again. So to your point, Ike, I think they are thinking this is the end of it. And to be fair, last year, he did end it as the season ended, and he stopped doing those things. So we'll see if he doesn't do it again. But I thought Jeffrey doing it in public was a clear message to AJ, like, get on board or you won't be here.
Yeah, and tonight they get a matchup that the passing game should, and we'll see how the weather and the wind and all that impacts things. But they face a team that's got defensive backs hurt, Ike. They play a lot of man coverage. Like, this is a team.
Listen.
There should be opportunities there for maybe both receivers, maybe AJ, maybe I don't care who gets the ball, but there's an opportunity to throw the ball tonight.
So here's my thing. This is a great opportunity for AJ tonight. They're going to play a lot of man coverage. Terrion Arnold, who quite frankly I wish he was playing as many pass interference calls he gets. He's a grabby type of cornerback.
He's a handsy kind of dude.
Yeah, he's a handsy kind of dude. This should benefit the Eagles throwing the ball tonight. And if Detroit's going to try to play man coverage, that plays into AJ's hands. He should be able to have a good night tonight. But honestly, Joe, I'm going to try not to derail the show tonight.
No, just do it. Let's do it.
Say what you got to say.
Well, here's the thing.
Speak your mind.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like Devontae Smith has been the best receiver on the football team this year. He's been the most consistent. He gets open. He catches the ball. It seems like Jalen certainly trusts Devontae to give him opportunities to catch the ball. I don't think that should change or it's going to change. I think AJ is going to have to be content when he gets his opportunities. But the idea of you're the number one guy, you're going to get all the targets and everything runs through you, I don't think the Eagles view the offense from that same lens.
And they shouldn't. They should. I mean, if you dropped in from outer space, game 1 to now, you didn't know anything, you'd say the number one receiver on the team is Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
The quarterback throws to him. It's more successful. It's our perception of it, and AJ's
that's
perception.
just what it is.
Well,
the coverage does go to AJ.
Just to push back.
That's true. I agree with that.
Yeah, just to push back a little bit.
Yeah.
To your point, like Elliot just kind of harped on it, the coverage leans more towards AJ.
Sure.
And if you're looking at it, it feels like, from my perspective, because I play defense, that the quarterback doesn't trust him as much as he once did. Because, you're talking about separation and being comfortable throwing the football. There's been plenty of times that since I've gotten here that he throws a 50-50 ball that AJ would catch it. It just don't seem like they have that trust anymore.
They don't. It doesn't seem like that. We'll see if they get it back. We got a lot to discuss here. It also is Salute to Service Then. On the other side, our Toyota ambassadors, Melissa Stockwell and Brad Snyder, veterans. They will join us on the other side for Salute to Service Night right here on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Football is all about protection. Protect the ball, the QB, the lead. With Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace, you can protect yourself with high-quality health coverage, so you're not blindsided by medical bills. It's open enrollment time for all Pennsylvanians to apply, shop, and enroll at penny.com. That's PENNIE.com. Deadline is December 15th. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Are you tailgating right now? Stop by the WIP Toyota Tailgate Zone next to the Xfinity Mobile Arena for a chance to win Eagles versus Washington tickets. Thanks to your local Tri-State Toyota dealers, proud partner of the Eagles. Toyota, official automotive partner of the NFL.
WM Henderson Plumbing and Electrical knows the hardest part about the holidays isn't preparing for all the guests. It's making sure things go smoothly once they're here. Because the last thing you need to hear is, "There's no more hot water," or "The kitchen lights keep flickering." WM Henderson is here to sort out any issues with a plumbing or electrical inspection for $99 and 0% interest financing on installs. So, anytime things go haywire this season, count on WM Henderson for no emergency service fee, including on holidays. Book WMHenderson.com today.
Hey Philly, did you know natural gas is the most reliable and efficient way to heat our homes, cook our food, and dry our clothes affordably? And with PGW, the benefits of natural gas keep on coming. PGW has programs and offers that can make life easier no matter where in Philly you live. From spreading your bill evenly across the year to boosting your home's energy efficiency with rebates, and from year-round payment assistance programs to servicing appliances, PGW's got you covered. Check us out at pgworks.com.
Engines rev, are you listening?
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Accord, Civic, CR-V, or HR-V. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days with a great deal on your favorite Honda today.
Driving in a Honda wonderland.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Fall means football, and the ultimate game plan starts in your kitchen. At D&K Appliances, we carry winning brands like GE, Bosch, Wolf, and Sub-Zero. So whether it's game day grilling, chilling drinks, or post-game cleanup, we've got you covered. Family owned with personalized service. D&K Appliances delivers, installs, and supports every play. Visit our showrooms in Newtown Square or Flowertown, or online at dkappliances.com. D&K Appliances, the dependable difference.
Hi, I'm Joe Mederchin, PNC Bank Regional President. As presenting sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network, PNC Bank loves an exciting game. But we also think a little boring can go a long way. You see, boring banking means you're doing the right things. That is why PNC leaves a third and long to the professionals. Reliable fiscal strategies are more in our zone anyway. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Know what's below, because even minor excavation projects like installing a mailbox, building a patio, or putting up a fence can do major damage. Contact 811 before you dig, or visit pa1call.org to submit a locate request to have underground utilities marked.
Celebrate the Philadelphia Eagles' historic World Championship victory with the official fan jewelry collection from Jason of Beverly Hills. Shop everything from rings and necklaces to bracelets, earrings, and more. All inspired by the 2024 championship rings worn by the team. This exclusive collection honors the heart, grit, and glory of the Eagles' triumph on football's biggest stage. Don't miss your chance to own a piece of Eagles history. See the entire line now at jasonofbh.com/Eagles.
This Eagles season, get in the game at Acme and enter their Swoop In and Win sweepstakes for your chance to win Eagles tickets, autographed jerseys, helmets, or more. Download the Acme app or visit acmemarkets.com/swoopinandwin for more details. Plus, save 5% when you shop on game days wearing your Eagles apparel. Acme makes sure Eagles fans have all their game day needs. Don't miss the featured Eagles items of the week. Clip the digital deal for Hellman's Mayo for just $3.99. Acme, the official supermarket of the Philadelphia Eagles.
You're listening to the Verizon Pregame Show on the Eagles Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Verizon Pregame Show, sponsored by Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Philadelphia Eagles, alongside Ike Reese, Hugh Douglas, Elliott Shore Parks. I am Joe Gilly, getting you set for a big one tonight, the Eagles and the Lions. And we will continue that conversation for the next couple hours. We also are honored to welcome up our Toyota ambassadors on Salute to Service Night, Melissa Stockwell and Brad Snyder, the Tri-States TDA Mill. Give a hand here for our veterans who have done incredible things here. The Tri-States TDA Military Appreciation Campaign is focused on helping veterans, transitioning service members, and military spouses to continue driving their future towards greater heights. Melissa, Brad, how are you guys? Welcome to the Eagles Pregame Show. Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here. We're pumped. We're excited.
Brad, how are you tonight?
Spectacular. We just got to go down on the field a couple minutes ago, watch people warm up and all that. It was incredible. Incredible vibe down there.
So I got to ask, is this you all's first visit to the Linc?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, second time for me.
Okay, there you go. There you go. I like that. I like this. So hold on. How did we do the last time you were here?
I've been to one. A number of years ago, I came to a Eagles-Cowboys game, and the Eagles won.
Okay. What about you, Melissa?
We'll go with that.
And I've been to,
Melissa, you sound like you were at the San Francisco game or something.
I've been to 2 Army-Navy games here, and Navy won both times.
Okay.
Slide that in.
Okay,
all right. Well, hopefully the
nice
team.
slide.
Yeah.
Nice slide.
So he's not the bad luck charm.
All that matters, we get the win tonight, and we're honored to have you guys with us. So Melissa, let's start with you, and we'll go to Brett. Tell us a little about your story, to go from combat to serving, and then to become a Paralympian. That's an incredible jump and the success you guys had.
Yeah, thanks. So I lost my leg over serving in the military in the Army in 2004 over in Iraq, and did all my rehab at Walter Reed Medical Center, and just kind of moved on from there to a life of sport. Proudly, currently live a life of sport, and sport gave me self-confidence, self-worth, just kind of the idea that I could still get out there and still live a very full life, and being able to wear the USA uniform on the world's biggest athletic stage after wearing a military uniform while serving in the Army. It's been one of the greatest honors of my life, and being here and having the support of Toyota, being here with Brad. Brad and I have been on Team USA together. It's just a great honor to be here and just to give back and just to honor the other veterans here today.
Brad, your story similar, and you went the swimming route. What is it like to defend this country and then go and compete for this country?
Yeah, so actually, Melissa started in swimming too, and I think I've told this story in front of her. She's a hero of mine. She got hurt in 2004. I got hurt in 2011. I remember when I still had my vision, I opened a Men's Health magazine or something, and there was a spread on her getting ready to swim in Beijing in 2008, and I thought, what an incredible inspiration to show, nothing can get her down and all that. I found myself in the same boat in 2011, but shortly after an injury like that, our ability to serve, our uniform is kind of taken away in a sense. Can't continue on doing the job we were doing, but that desire to serve doesn't go away. So have the opportunity to represent Team USA, wear this slick Team USA gear, and go to represent our country. Yep.
That's a nice jacket.
To have that opportunity was just incredible, and that really did change our lives. But we're service-minded folks, and we're just honored to have the opportunity to represent red, white, and blue.
Brad, what is this kind of weekend, and it's really across the NFL all month. This is our chance to do it here with you at Lincoln Financial. What does it mean that the NFL has these weekends? For us as fans, it's fun, and it's a great way to honor you guys and honor everyone that served. But what does it mean for you to take part in this?
It's a great reminder. Melissa lost a leg, I lost my eyesight, and both of us have lost a number of friends, people who didn't come back at all. And right now, this moment right now, there's people all around the world giving up their time at home with their families, probably won't be able to watch this game because they're working hard to make sure that we have this moment right here.
I think it's great to take a moment out to say thank you. We honor them. We appreciate them. We appreciate those willing to raise their hand and swear an oath to defend this country. Now let's go play ball. That moment's really important.
Melissa, what does it mean for you to be part of this?
I think, can I say what Brad said? I think to be here, again, we're two very proud veterans who have served our country and have continued that sense of service and dedication, and to represent that here today with Toyota. We wouldn't be here without Toyota. So just to represent them down on the field and just to get a chance to, get out there and play a game that we all love to watch and just be really proud that we're able to do that.
So let's talk about what Toyota's doing and what you're doing with them. Partnering with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation, Hiring Our Heroes program to address the issue of unemployment among veterans, transitioning service members, and military spouses to help the military community successfully drive their future. Engine.org, resumeengine.org is how everyone could go on there and check it out. Melissa, tell us why that's so important and how, what Toyota's doing here to help.
So Toyota's partnered with Hiring Our Heroes, and Hiring Our Heroes is dedicated to helping veterans kind of transition from that military to civilian life. Brad has a good story, just personal journey of his own on what he did in the military, but a lot of times, it doesn't translate into the civilian world. So kind of bridging that gap on helping, any veteran kind of get out there and get back into their own civilian life, just to show them that their skills, they do translate. And I don't know if Brad, if you want to, you have a good story there.
I used to be a bomb tech in the military, figuring out do you clip or red wire, the blue wire, whatever. I used to jump out of aircraft. I used to scuba dive. None of those things are super useful in corporate America, right? So getting out of the Navy, I had to figure out how do I translate those skills. Not only was I a bomb tech, but I was a leader. I bring a lot of, the same kind of virtues you have on the football field, that pursuit of excellence, that kind of stuff. That's what I can bring into the corporate space. So Hiring Our Heroes helps military veterans as they're looking at new employment. How do I better articulate what I did in the military to a corporate position so that I can continue to find that meaningful way to continue to serve my community?
Well, it is. I can tell you this. You're both an inspiration to all of us. Everyone here, everyone listening. Enjoy tonight. Hopefully another win when you're watching the Eagles here. Enjoy tonight. Thank you so much for your service. We appreciate it. And thank you for joining us here, Melissa and Brad. We appreciate you coming up tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Go Birds. Melissa and Brad, and go Birds. All right, coming up on the other side, we will have Dave Spadera. We'll talk about inactives for tonight's game. The Eagles and Lions, big one right here. This is, of course, the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Pump up your energy savings with the new Bradford White Aerotherm G2, the only hybrid electric heat pump water heater manufactured in America using the finest components from around the world. It's a Bradford White, so it's built to be the best for years of reliable performance, top efficiency, and energy savings. Plus, rebates and tax credits could save you thousands more. How you heat your water matters. So ask your plumbing pro about the Aerotherm heat pump water heater and visit BradfordWhite.com to learn more.
Jim Cipriotti at Retire Ready Financial Group doesn't need Google to know you're worried about retirement. Between inflation, rising taxes, and the uncertainty about Social Security, he understands. That's why he offers a complimentary retirement second opinion. It's a no-obligation meeting for you to talk about your concerns about retirement. You want to know if you're going to be okay? Let's find out. 610-894-7415 or go online, retirereadyfg.com.
Insurance and annuities offered through James V. Cipriotti, NPN number 2083768.
The working families of La Una Labor District Council of Pennsylvania, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia are proud contributors to all aspects of growth in this great city. The Labor District Council provides safe, well-trained, productive workers who enable projects to be done on time and under budget. We appreciate our signatory contractors and their commitment to fairness and equality. Neighbors, we're building a better future today.
Brought to you by the Laborers District Council Licit Fund.
Hugh Douglas here, and I know by now you've heard about new drink, the new Jack Daniel's Tennessee Blackberry Whiskey. It's the real deal, folks. It's bold, vibrant blackberry softened with creamy vanilla, toasted oak, and just a hint of honey. It will be the touchdown of your tailgate this season. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Blackberry, now available at your local fine wine and good spirits. Celebrate responsibly.
Lexus of Cherry Hill, an elite of Lexus dealer and a 7-time J.D. Power Dealer of Excellence winner for the customer sales experience. Why would you buy your Lexus from anyone else? The 2026 Lexus models are here and moving fast. The amazing team at Lexus of Cherry Hill are your source for the Lexus of your dreams. Over 300 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Face it, you deserve a Lexus and you deserve award-winning customer service. Start your journey at lexusofcherryhill.com.
For J.D. Power Dealer of Excellence information, visit jdpower.com/US-DOE.
Fall is here, the air is crisp, and it's the perfect time to bring warmth and style into your home with Kitchen Magic. Right now, enjoy their biggest discount ever, up to 30% off new kitchen cabinets or refacing, and 50% off bathroom installation. Every Kitchen Magic design is American-made in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, tariff-proof and built to last. Family-owned since 1979 with over 60,000 happy customers and interest-free financing available. Make your home holiday ready with Kitchen Magic. Visit kitchenmagic.com.
This Eagles season, get in the game at Acme and enter their Swoop In and Win sweepstakes for your chance to win Eagles tickets, autographed jerseys, helmets, or more. Download the Acme app or visit acmemarkets.com/swoopinandwin for more details. Plus, save 5% when you shop on game days wearing your Eagles apparel. Acme makes sure Eagles fans have all their game day needs. Don't miss the featured Eagles items of the week. Clip the digital deal for Hellman's Mayo for just $3.99. Acme, the official supermarket of the Philadelphia Eagles.
This holiday, Verizon is helping you bundle up incredible gifts and savings. You'll get the latest phone with a new line on My Plan, and a brand new smartwatch and tablet. No trade-in needed, even on our lowest price plan. That's 2 gifts for your family and 1 for you. Or 2 for you and 1 for someone else. Or 3 gifts for you and only you. Either way, you save big on 3 amazing gifts at Verizon. All on the best 5G network. Visit Verizon today. Rankings based on Root Metric Root Score report dated 1/8/2025. Your results may vary. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Additional terms apply.
This is the Verizon Pregame Show on Eagles Radio.
Welcome back to the Verizon Pregame Show, sponsored by Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Philadelphia Eagles, alongside Ike Reese, Hugh Douglas, Elliott Shore-Parks. I'm Joe Giglio. Joining us now, Dave Spadaro, as we get set for a big one here tonight, Dave. The Lions and the Eagles. Dave, how we doing?
Doing great. Winds continues. Kind of was hoping it would die down.
Yeah,
I keep checking with our weather guys to see if the weather is supposed to. I know, but I want to see if I thought it was supposed to die down.
I think it's supposed to by kickoff, right?
I mean, I hope.
Little brick out here.
Is it windy on the field?
Not as bad as it is here, but I mean, it will definitely change the game plan if it's this windy.
Is this east or west? What is this?
This is east. So this
Joe,
way.
what is this, Joe?
So we're in the north end zone.
Okay.
We're in the north end zone.
Where's the
so the flags are blowing. I would say
the
north
flags
to south.
are blowing east. Yeah, news.
Yeah. See, now y'all getting off into something. I don't know.
So Ike, that's west. Okay.
West?
Nah,
Devin Scoop says it's west. West.
So they're blowing west.
West.
Does that help us or hurt us? That's all I care about.
So throw west, young man. I mean, I don't know.
All right. All right, you know what that is? That's on the menu. Sponsored by Hatfield. Better care, better pork. Head to simplyhatfield.com to find a retail location near you. All right, here's what I have on the menu, at least on my mind, was what we saw Monday night out of the defense. The new look defense. Ike, what are you thinking? The Monday night, the defense, right? The defense locked in. They played one of their better games of the season, holding the Packers to 7 points. Was that real, or was it the Packers had a lot of issues? Is our defense back to last year's level? Can I get excited?
No, it is not. No, it is not.
I'm just asking questions.
I don't think you can say that. I don't think you can say that.
The pass rush is better this year, in my opinion.
I don't think you can say CB2 is better.
I agree. CB2 is not. I'll agree with that. But I think they're better on the defensive line. Last year, the defensive line didn't have a player.
I don't know. I think Jalen. Do you think Jalen Carter's having the year that he had last year?
No, but I think Moro Jomo is better than Milton Williams was last year.
Whoa.
Okay, he's on pace for more hurries.
So what?
Well, hurries matter.
That's a stat.
How about him calling
stats
out the
are an
last play?
indication- Yeah, stats are an indication of what's happening on the field.
I'm not saying Morrow's an outstanding
He's a nice
player, but
player,
Milton
but
Williams was
Williams,
really
man.
good.
Yeah,
He was, and Moro Jomo has been better this year. And I think Jalen Phillips is a better player than Josh Sweat.
You know, I mean,
he's only been in one game.
I think Jalen
Don't disrespect Josh
I think
Sweat.
Jalen Hunt is better than he was last year. Would you agree? Jordan
What-
Davis.
what
is
about
better
our
than he was
secondary?
last year. The
I think
secondary's
Nolan
not as
Smith.
good.
I think Nolan Smith was better last year. I mean, he wasn't hurt.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
but
I mean,
Nolan
the
also
pass
didn't
rush
take
last
off
year
until-
was better than it has been to date this
Elliot,
year.
there's no way you feel like this defense is better than last year's
So I think that
they were the
hold on.
number one defense.
Yeah, they were the number one
okay.
defense.
I agree that last year's defense played better with the season now that it was over. I think this defense might have more talent on it, and I
Okay.
think they will end up playing
Well,
just
that
as
changed, that's not your. That wasn't the original answer. The original
Yeah.
answer was you thought the defense was better
because I think they have more talent.
Okay. Remains to be
But
seen. I think
they still have to do it.
I
Agree.
think
They have to do it.
to me tonight is a really kind of a barometer on CB2.
The biggest test, yeah.
I mean, because the Lions, even though they're missing their tight end Laporta, with the weapons they have at wide receiver, the variety they have in the offense, the way they use their running backs, I mean, I think this is the ultimate test on a short week, preparing for the variety of the Detroit Lions with a veteran quarterback. I thought the Eagles played really well on Monday night. I think they were helped by Jordan Love. I think they were helped by Matt LaFleur. But there's no doubt the Eagles played extremely well defensively.
Yeah, I'll tell you what will help this defense is Jalen Carter starting to round into form.
Agreed.
I think the last couple of games, he's in much better condition. He played 60-some snaps in the last game out there in Green Bay. It's getting cooler for big guys. That's a plus for their conditioning and being able to stay out there and play at a high level. This is the right time for Jalen Carter to start to put his imprint on the season.
And the matchup he has tonight against a former Eagle, Coyote, young guy, inside. So we look at Detroit's offensive line, and their tackles are great, but I'm not sure their guards are that great.
That's
So-
why
The center's only okay too.
Now,
I think
here's
it's
why I
downgraded
agree with
center.
Elliott. Moro Jomo is, I'm not going to say he's playing better than Milton Williams. Listen, Milton Williams is the focus of that Patriots defensive line. Moro Jomo gets to play next to Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a difference there. But
I meant last year to be clear.
but he is having a very good year. So that certainly is promising. And it'd be nice if Jordan Davis. For me tonight, it's the defense. Like that interior defensive line, along with Nakobe Dean, and being able to tackle is the key tonight.
Tackle, right.
Yeah, being able to tackle. We can't allow Jahmyr Gibbs. This kid, you can't let this kid get on the edges and get to the open field.
So as a linebacker, I mean, obviously the linebacker, I would say clearly the linebackers are the strength of the defense, right? Like these linebackers are outstanding. How, Ike, as a linebacker, how responsible are the linebackers going to be for Jahmyr Gibbs in the passing game?
I think they're the biggest. They are the biggest they have the most responsibility, in my opinion, because up front, you're going to do a great job of trying to reestablish that defensive line, but more importantly, up front, you're trying to keep the offensive lineman off your linebackers so you can flow to the football. And that's where Nakobe, Zach, Jihad out there, like these guys, you can't get tied up on blocks, man. Whether it's Gibbs or it's Montgomery, these dudes run hard in between the tackles, and that second level, Spuds, I think it's the key to tonight's game.
Number one team in the NFL in yards after the catch. Keep that in mind. The Eagles must tackle really well.
Do you think this could be a game where Jihad maybe gets more snaps? Because you would think from a coverage perspective against Gibbs, Nakobe's probably not a matchup you want. I think if Nakobe in the open field, if he's reading the play, well, I don't think he can cover Gibbs, but I think like on a screen pass, if he reads it right, he's a good tackler.
Yeah.
My concern is if they carry Nakobe down the field, you would rather have Jihad in that match.
But do you want a rookie getting caught up in that play action? Like if he plays it wrong, that's big plays.
But Nakobe doesn't have it physically to cover.
But I think that's Vic Fangio kind of guessing and anticipating.
That's the matchup.
What Dan Campbell's going to call. And Joe, to go back to what we talked about earlier, with only one game as a sample size of Dan's tendencies, it's going to be a real challenge for Vic, and we will see the genius of Vic Fangio tonight. If he can accurately kind of anticipate what Dan is leaning toward in a play call, that's everything for the Eagles defense.
Well, here's the thing I'll say. Dan Campbell is aggressive.
Yes.
So whatever you're doing in a defensive stand, from a defensive mindset, understand he's coming at you from an aggressive mindset. He's not doing anything that's passive. He wants to try to – that's Dan Campbell's mentality. So we have to be able to match that.
You can't get a false sense of security either because they're going to run that play action, and you have to be really disciplined. That, to me, I feel is going to be the key to this game. How disciplined your linebackers are with that play action. Because, you're going to have to respect – this team runs the ball extremely well.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to respect that play action, that look.
You have to.
You got to respect
and the bootlegs. But I think not having Laporta really kind of takes some of that away.
It does. But still, as a defender, as a defensive lineman in that middle, especially that middle linebacker, when you see that play action coming, when he drops back and into that running back, you for sure doesn't have the football, you got to stay with that. You got to stay with that action because that could get you in trouble, Dave. That right there get you in trouble.
Can I ask a question of Ike? The way when you watch Nakobe and he plays downhill, and it's like, is it run blitzes all the time? Like what is he? How he has made such a difference in this run defense?
I think he's such a smart player.
Watch a lot of film.
Pre-snap recognition, understanding formations and tendencies. This is the part where Nakobe is an asset when you talk about his film study, downloading of information, and understanding what a team is trying to do. And so when he sees something, he doesn't hesitate. It's like he's like, oh, I got this. I saw this in film. Yep, they're running it. Boom, I'm going. I'm not worried about a play action because I know they're going to run the football here. And if they do happen to play action, this is something that Jeremiah used to do so well as a player. And Jim wound up putting sort of a concept in the defense that, listen, if you go, just keep going.
That's what he reminds me of.
Yeah,
different body types, of course.
Yeah.
So tonight I think the defense, keep an eye on how many negative plays the Lions have. It's really important that the Eagles don't let Detroit get into that third and manageable and then fourth and short because Dan Campbell's going to go for it.
He's going for anything under 4th and 5 he's going for.
Always. Yeah, I also think in a game where there's going to be so much emotion on both sides, like being strong tackling is really going to matter. The Lions are the best tackling team in the NFL. They have the fewest amount of missed tackles. I think when you're playing with emotion, that's when you can run, try to deliver a big hit, and that's when you can miss tackles. So I think just trying to control that emotion, you want to play with it to an extent, but also making sure it doesn't take you out of your game is going to be.
Have you guys figured out who's playing cornerback and safety for the Lions?
We have not.
No.
We're waiting for those inactives.
Avonte Maddox, maybe.
Now, if Avonte Maddox loved the guy on the field, wouldn't you throw at him?
Yes.
Every time.
He's also barely played this year. Yeah, he's like 10% of the snap.
That should be where the ball goes.
Elliott size.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Go
That's why I'm
after
a kicker, not a safety.
All right, Dave, we appreciate it.
All right,
it's going to be a fun night here. Devin Caney joins us next. This is the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
The Piazza Auto Group is proud to have served as the halftime sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network for over 20 years. As we hope for another championship, it's the perfect time to drive home in the new or certified pre-owned vehicle you've been wanting. The Piazza Auto Group features 18 brands, including Honda, Acura, Mazda, Hyundai, Genesis, Mini, Nissan, Subaru, and Volkswagen. To find the location nearest you or to shop their extensive inventory, visit PiazzaAutoGroup.com.
Hey, it's Joe to Camera. As you know, Thanksgiving is one of the busiest travel times of the year. If you're hitting the road to see family, make sure your car is road ready for your trip, starting with tires. Right now at United Tire, when you buy 2 or more tires, you'll get $50 off any other service your car needs. Brakes, oil change, inspections, you name it. Before you hit the highway for your Thanksgiving trip, make sure your car is ready for the ride. So stop by United Tire and Service. Don't drive alone. Drive United. Visit UnitedTire.com.
Fall is in the air. The leaves are turning, the games are on, and it's the perfect season for something truly one of a kind. At Cozy Jewelers in Newtown Square, custom jewelry isn't just a service, it's a passion. For 35 years, this family-owned business has created timeless, handcrafted pieces that tell your story, all designed and made in-house. And when it comes to jewelry that stands out, don't forget the 5th C. Cut, color, clarity, carat, and cozy. Make this fall unforgettable with Cozy Jewelers.
WM Henderson Heating and Cooling is here to make sure your old heater is ready before the holiday crowd shows up. Sure, you planned the food, hung up decorations, and even bought an ugly sweater or two. But your HVAC system breaking down isn't on the to-do list. With an expert tune-up from WM Henderson, your system will run smoothly through all the festivities. And when it finally gives up, we're helping you save on a new HVAC system installation with up to $1,150 back in rebates and 0% financing. So you can be sure everything goes according to plan. Schedule WMHenderson.com today.
Hey, Joe DeCamera here. Have you always wanted an attractive, healthy smile? Well, PI Dental Center is the place for you. I've been a patient for 24 years, and PI Dental Center has been transforming smiles for 38 years. Board-certified specialists, Dr. Glenn Wolfinger and Dr. Robert Slough, perform complex dental makeovers with their Teeth-in-a-Day protocol, where dental implants are placed and restored with fixed teeth in just one day. If you're looking for a smile that's monumental, trust PI Dental Center. Visit PIDentalCenter.com. That's PIDentalCenter.com.
Up to $3,000 above KBB is based on KBB excellent trade-in condition. Deductions apply for damage, reconditioning, excessive wear and tear, and above average miles. Get paid to trade. At KiaofCherryHill.com, we're offering up to $3,000 over Kelley Blue Book trade-in value for your current vehicle. Get up to $3,000 more for your trade. But that's not all. Shop our massive selection of tariff-free Kias. Upgrade your ride today at KiaofCherryHill.com. That's KiaofCherryHill.com.
Hey Eagles fans, Verizon's kicking off big savings, scoring a touchdown with low prices locked in for 3 years guaranteed on my plan. Get a single line for a low price of just $50 a month when you switch and bring your phone on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. It's a deal that'll have you doing an end zone dance. Don't get flagged for high prices. Huddle up at your local Verizon store today. You'll be tackling savings in no time. Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. $20 monthly credit applied over 36 months. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Price guarantee applies to current base monthly rate. Additional terms apply. See store for details.
In Philly, the field is sacred, the fans are family, and the energy unmatched. And Lincoln Financial gets it. Since 2003, we've stood with the Eagles through brotherly love and brotherly shoves. And for 120 years, we've been helping Americans with retirement, protection, and workplace solutions built to last. Lincoln Financial, the name behind the Linc. Learn more at LincolnFinancial.com. Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates, copyright 2025.
When it's game time for your business, trust Brady Plus to get you across the goal line. As a national distributor of janitorial, food service, and industrial packaging supplies, we equip your team with the right gear and the playbook to match. Fast delivery, reliable products, real pros who know the field. At Brady Plus, we don't just deliver boxes. We're calling winning plays. Visit BradyPlus.com. That's BradyPlus.com. Proud partner in sustainability of the Philadelphia Eagles.
You're listening to the Verizon Pregame Show on the Eagles Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Verizon Pregame Show, sponsored by Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Philadelphia Eagles, alongside Ike Reese, Hugh Douglas, Elliott Shore Parks. I am Joe Gilliam. Joining us right now, as she does every week for the home games, our sideline reporter, Devin Caney. Devin, how we doing?
Groups. We're doing well. We're cold already. I was just out on the field, guys, and
this ain't cold.
It is windy. It is okay. Look, it's not. And I don't think anything will be as cold as what Green Bay was on Monday night.
Tell him, Devin. No one wanted to believe me that it was cold in Green Bay.
Well. Speaking of believing people, Elliott, so I have some beef with you because yesterday, or wait, what day is it? Friday in the Eagles locker room.
Yeah.
I was like, I think it's going to be really windy on Sunday, and Elliott here whips out. He's like, well, what app did you use? And I'm like, I don't know.
She's using the regular weather app.
And he whips out the National Weather Service,
right,
and proceeds to tell me that I'm wrong.
But you're right. It is
in fact very windy.
It's not kickoff yet. Let's see what it is at kickoff.
And it's been like this for 4 hours.
It's been windy all day. What are you
I never
talking
said
about?
it wouldn't be windy during the day. I said during kickoff. So preemptively trying to say I was wrong.
Hold on. You've been on a tirade against other reporters all week.
I know, yeah.
Poor John McMullen.
You elbowed somebody.
Surprised the guy showed back up the next day.
You know it would take care of the wind tonight, right? One way to make
Stop. Don't do it.
Put a nice little roof on it. Yeah,
the reason the Eagles have an advantage tonight is they're playing a dome team outside.
Play Detroit in a dome?
I'd rather have a dome tonight,
No, but that's a good point. That's a good point. Like, it is very windy in there, and it's well, and you guys were all debating it last segment. I feel like a meteorologist. It's from the west-northwest, which is the worst possible direction for wind to blow from in the Linc, because it's the side that's open. So that's how it can affect the field conditions the most. But I think it can work to their advantage. Like, Jared Goff is known to not be able to play very well in the elements. He's used to playing inside. He plays his best football inside. So hopefully they can use it to their advantage.
Also, get ready for
Jake
a lot
Elliott tonight.
Get ready for a lot of fourth down
Jake
attempts.
might be in trouble.
If you're not kicking tonight, that's a lot of fourth down attempts. The Lions go for it a lot. You know Nick's going to want to go for it a lot after last week.
So you bring up a great point here. And man, not to do your job in this show, Joe, but the idea of these two coaches matching aggressiveness tonight, I don't want Nick to get caught up in trying to outduel Dan Campbell and showing who has the bigger stones.
So
because Dan Campbell was coming here trying to prove to his team that we're as good as the Eagles. The Eagles don't have to prove anything.
But here's what I do need out of Nick Sirianni. I need him to find his aggressiveness in certain moments. He's guys, I think he's lost it on third downs this year. He's lost it before the half.
You're talking about with the draw.
With the draws, like 30, like before the
the
that
draws,
dog ain't gonna hunt.
But for what it's worth, the draws make sense. I mean, look, I'm not the biggest fan of them, but if you're getting pass coverage if it's third and long, you can sometimes catch them with
they
a draw.
have a $50 million quarterback and two receivers that want the football.
So I would go for it more, but to act like it's a coward's draw, I don't think it's true.
Here's the bottom line.
You call it a coward's draw.
Here's the bottom line. If you're playing like that tonight, you're probably going to lose. If you're playing for field goals and you're not playing to score touchdowns, then you're probably going to lose.
That's what it's going to be tonight.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Because if you in here, talking about we'll get him at the half, nah, bruh. Because if Dan Campbell's getting it, he's going to try to go get it.
To Ike's point, though, I think the teams that get thrown off by the Lions are the teams that don't normally go for it on fourth down. That feel they have to change who they are. The good news is Nick is already an aggressive coach. I agree you don't want him to try to match Dan Campbell, but I think just naturally he will want to be aggressive tonight.
Well, the other thing is going to be how many points are needed to win this game. Like Monday, you could at least make
Hopefully
the point.
not 30.
Well, but the Lions averaged 31. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to get there.
I don't think we can win. If they get to 30, we don't win.
I agree.
I think we need to get to the upper 20s to win. I don't think this game's going to be
20s, Joe.
26 or 24?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And assuming the defense can do their job and then Jared Goff doesn't play his best game. Like, they need to put pressure on Jared Goff. Hopefully the weather affects Jared Goff in a negative way. Hopefully, the Eagles offense is, I don't want to say used to playing in weather like this, but they are coming off another cold weather game in Green Bay, so hopefully they aren't bothered by it. Devontae Smith was just out there on the field with short sleeves on, so we know he hates the cold already. Everyone's seen his mic'd up.
And he came in with his taco meat out tonight. He had his hair on his chest out tonight.
Taco
meat. Devontae Smith.
I think Devontae Smith
you talking about he had on this Superfly outfit?
We're doing the Eagles fashion.
Look like Goldie, a priest or somebody.
It wasn't his best look.
I think it looked good.
I mean, it's a throwback.
Well, certainly was not his best look.
Well, he had on his bell bottoms. It looked like he was about to go collect his money.
That's the whole Detroit flavor.
But that's what I'm saying. He looked like he was going to collect his money.
We don't want to see that nonsense up in here tonight.
Lions fans?
We don't want to see that nonsense.
Where have you guys been for the last 20 years? Come on.
Yeah. That's right.
That's a good greeting.
The thing with the weather, too, I'll say, though, for all the AJ talk, is tonight a running game? I mean, it's hard to throw it in the wind.
On both sides. On both sides.
And I actually think if it is a running game, that would probably advantage to the Lions. I mean, the Lions secondary is pretty banged up, and the Lions have, I think, a better running game than the Eagles do. But in this weather, it does lend itself to running the football.
Well, I will say this, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad.
That's okay. Go for it.
With the Lions playing as much man defense as they do, could be a big night for Jalen running the football.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, weather aside, and I guess what I'm trying to say with, like, maybe the Eagles will be a bit more acclimated to playing in conditions like this. They're playing back at home. Just in terms of throwing the football, you look at the Lions defense, I think they're second worst in the league behind the Cowboys in terms of touchdowns and yards allowed to wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
And like Ike just said, they play man coverage. We know that Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, this offense plays their best football against man coverage. So
my only
I don't know if it would necessarily be a running game.
My only concern is, and I think the coaches would tell you this, all year defenses play this Eagles offense completely different than they play other offenses.
Right.
So they do play a lot of man coverage. I don't think that means you're going to see man coverage tonight.
Yeah.
They're banged up in the secondary. They know the Eagles aren't as good against it. So, look, the Eagles would love if they came out and played man coverage tonight. They would eat this line secondary up.
Right.
But I would expect to see a lot of zone.
Who else did that? Did Denver? I think Denver did
Changed
that.
the secondary.
Denver did it.
Yeah.
Minnesota did it. Yeah.
Also sounds like the best health we're going to have on the offensive line in a long time, right? They're all back, Devin, tonight?
Well, yeah, we'll see if Cam Jurgens starts, but
Okay.
he was out there warming up with the starters on the O-line.
I met Cam Jurgens' mom.
You don't think he might
she's a
start?
nice lady.
Well, no, like I don't know if
Yeah, she's
he'll
a nice lady.
unless.
Okay, I was just
Hill
wondering if you
gets
saw
injured.
something out there.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
okay, yeah.
I just didn't know if they sounded confident that he would like definitely be in there.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it.
Jurgens tired of hearing about how
Scoops
good
over
Greg
here.
Token is doing out there.
No, I
he's
want
trying to get
Jurgens
back
back in
out
there. All right, Devin, we appreciate hopping on. Have a great
Scoops!
broadcast, and
Thanks,
we will
guys.
talk to you next time. All right, this
No worries.
is the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Driving a turkey? Don't kill it. Trade it. All month long, it's the Jets Giving Sales Event at Dell Toyota. With the Dell Vehicle Exchange Program, get out of your old car or truck and drive home a new vehicle with the same payment you have now, or maybe one that's even less. Dell Toyota is just 8 minutes west of Exton on Route 30 in Thorndale. If you're worried you're going to pay too much for your next car, you don't know Jack. Say habla español.
Jack, sell them for less.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Call a Giant HVAC company and they'll screw you. This is Jonathan Cans, third generation owner of Marvin E. Cans Heating and Air Conditioning. Are you sick of HVAC companies coming to your house and finding 3 bogus repairs? They are lying. My grandfather started Marvin E. Cans 72 years ago and treated his customers like family. 72 years later, we're still doing the same. To schedule your winter service so you are not out in the cold, contact Marvin E. Cans Heating and Air Conditioning. That's MarvinEKanze.com.
Deep Black Friday discounts are happening right now at National Appliance Warehouse. They've leveraged their billions in buying power to lock in massive discounts directly from the manufacturers, so you can save up to 40% on over 100 brands, including Samsung bespoke appliances with AI Family Hub. Their Price Assured technology guarantees the lowest price, and their team treats you like family every time you visit. They do it all, including delivery and installation. Visit nationalappliancewarehouse.com or their massive showroom in tax-free Wilmington or Middletown, Delaware today. And as always, tell them Fritz sent you.
You've got to see Scott Kia's new location in Royersford, where their focus is on you. Relax with an easy, transparent, and enjoyable car buying experience with a stunning new showroom, a state-of-the-art service center, and a staff that understands your time is valuable and will treat you like a VIP. It's time to experience what a 5-star service truly feels like. They are focusing on you, and that's changing everything. And that's why it's always smooth sailing at Scott Kia of Limerick, just off Route 422. It's football season. Time to fire up the grill and bring your A game to the tailgate. Whether it's delicious Hatfield bacon to kick off your day or a tender, juicy marinated pork tenderloin sizzling for halftime, Hatfield's got your menu covered for every fan feast. From the coin toss to the final whistle, Hatfield brings bold flavor to every play. Find your game day favorites at simplyhatfield.com. Hatfield, better care, better pork.
Piazza Premium Automobiles is proud to serve as the halftime sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network as the team drives for another championship. Experience the ultimate luxury in a new or certified pre-owned vehicle from Piazza Premium Automobiles with exclusive brands like Land Rover, Jaguar, Porsche, BMW, Infiniti, Alfa Romeo, Maserati, and Mercedes-Benz. You are sure to elevate your drive. Find the Pennsylvania, Delaware, or New Jersey location nearest you. Visit Piazza Premium Autos.com.
I'm Jalen Hurst here for Window Nation. When I'm on the field, I'm always looking for a window of opportunity. If you're looking for a window of opportunity to replace windows in your home, now's the time.
This November, Window Nation puts an end to your window problems. You'll save big, too, with 50% off all window styles. Plus, you can get 0 interest for 5 years. Hurry, this sale ends soon. So schedule your free estimate right now at windownation.com.
Don't pay more than you have to for new windows. Visit windownation.com.
Fall is in the air. The leaves are turning, the games are on, and love is in season. If you're thinking about getting engaged, now's the perfect time to visit Cozy Jewelers in Newtown Square. This family-owned jeweler has been helping couples for 35 years with stunning rings, expert guidance, and custom in-house designs. And when it comes to the perfect ring, don't forget the 5th C. Cut, color, clarity, carat, and cozy. Make this fall unforgettable with Cozy Jewelers.
Hey, it's Joe to Camera. As you know, Thanksgiving is one of the busiest travel times of the year. If you're hitting the road to see family, make sure your car is road ready for your trip, starting with tires. Right now at United Tire, when you buy 2 or more tires, you'll get $50 off any other service your car needs. Brakes, oil change, inspections, you name it. Before you hit the highway for your Thanksgiving trip, make sure your car is ready for the ride. So stop by United Tire and Service. Don't drive alone. Drive United. Visit UnitedTire.com.
This is the Verizon Pregame Show on Eagles Radio.
Welcome back to the Verizon Pregame Show, sponsored by Verizon, the 5G partner of the Philadelphia Eagles, as Inactives coming out here for the game tonight. And by the way, our honorary captain, Mychal Kendricks, going to join us coming up.
Super Bowl champion Mychal Kendricks.
In just a few minutes.
Speaking
All right.
of great linebackers.
That's right. Eagles Inactives tonight. Sam Howell, Mac McWilliams, A.J. Dillon, Drew Kendall, Ty Robinson, which means Cam Jurgens is active tonight and back at center.
Yeah. I'm just saying, A.J. Dillon, slow down, bro.
Well,
I'm just saying, that's all. He had a little tweet thing going on.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he in his field.
Another tweet thing?
He's in his fields.
How many tweet things are we going to have
What is
around
it
here?
when AJ's on this team? Yeah, do they meet up and just
slow down, AJ?
So Lions Inactives, which is almost as interesting.
I got to go to the internet.
So no Terry and Arnold, no Kirby Joseph tonight. That's the big ones.
Big losses.
Of course, 2 of their starting secondary
no
players.
Sam Laporta.
Said no Sam Laporta.
All right.
Yeah, he might have to have back surgery.
He went on IR today.
Yeah, that back beat in.
Yeah, we do have the advantage tonight.
Lord, fix it, Jesus.
You guys going to be all right up here? We do. No?
Nah, we have. I'm going to look for these tweets.
It is.
I don't like ambiguity.
No, you don't.
I need to figure
Elliot,
out
the
what's
injury
going on.
advantage
Yeah, you're coming to me on this
is
one,
clearly
yeah.
for the Eagles tonight.
Oh, yeah, without question. I mean, this is what happens to the Lions. Last year in the playoffs, they were missing a ton of players late in the year.
Yep.
And the Eagles, to their credit, do a really good job keeping their players healthy. I mean, knock on wood, you hope they stay healthy. But
To their credit.
I mean, how many big-time injuries have they had over the past 2
Just
years?
fortunate. Don't ruin
well,
it.
No,
Well,
hold on.
also, the offensive line's been banged up the whole year.
Hold on. What I'm saying is their medical staff deserves credit for the job they do keeping their guys healthy.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I understand there's an element of luck with injuries for sure. But, I mean, they have done a good job. So, without question, the injury advantage tonight goes to the Eagles. They're going to have all their starters, right?
No, I agree. And, they seem to they give their guy a week of rest when he's banged up rather than force it. And I don't know if, like, the AJ thing, right? AJ had a hamstring injury against the Giants, or we think, or whatever. He didn't play that game, right? Then he came back.
He had a hamstring injury.
Sure, right. But that's what I mean. But they didn't force it before the bye, and then he's back, and he hasn't been on the injury report since. So that is a big thing tonight. The other thing we're monitoring, of course, is the Northwest, East-West winds, which are going on. I was wondering during the break if
That's definitely East. I don't get how people are saying that's West.
All right, question.
East.
If it is bad, do you think one of these coaches tonight just starts going for 2? Like it's extra
Dan
point.
Campbell definitely.
That's what I'm saying. It could change the whole math on the game. If
Going for 2. I mean,
if the extra point
that's
is
like
not a gimme.
17-yard field goal. Or no, I guess you're right.
That's 33
My
yards.
bad.
No, he's right.
I forgot. Yeah.
He's
I wouldn't be shocked if the Lions go for 2 on their first touchdown. Then it's like,
And this wind is blowing strong enough that it could affect that.
of course it
I
could.
totally agree with that.
Well, then that's when you start to wonder, like, is Sirianni going to try to match him, and they're going for, like, are we just not kicking extra points tonight?
And also punting as well. Right? I mean, it's
I
not going to be
agree,
a good
E.
night for
Yes,
punting. I mean,
I agree.
best special
Yes.
teams player in the history of the franchise would know.
At
Like,
least the cover guy, at least, yes, for sure.
And I think the Eagles can feel better about their punt returners and kick returners now. I mean, a month ago, that would have been a big question. They were dropping almost every kick that went their way. Gibson's been good with it.
I will say this, though, E. Who's our is it Gibson? That's
Gibson,
our return.
Xavier Gibson,
Hey, listen. All I'm saying, Xavier,
hold on to the ball.
You better be right when you decide to return.
That's what I'm saying.
You better be. All right, before we go any further, it is that time during the pregame show. We welcome up one of our favorite fans to lead us in an Eagles chant. Tonight, we have Billy Chappell up here.
Oh, Billy.
Billy Chappell
Billy.
from South Jersey going to lead us.
From my neck of the woods.
That's
My
right.
neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to lead us in an Eagles
he's
chant.
that
Billy,
swanky
the
neighborhood
floor is yours.
there.
Lead the crowd in an Eagles chant, Billy.
Let's go! E-A-G-L-E-S-E
Best one of the season right there.
Best one of the season.
That was a prime
That was
Eagles
awesome.
chant.
This is the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
The Eagles escaped Lambeau with a win in a Monday night mud fight.
He took it away from the defender.
Tonight they return to South Philly once again under the bright lights of the national stage.
Hey, sometimes you, sometimes me, always us.
For a Sunday night showdown with Detroit. Today's game is sponsored in part by PNC Bank, PDQ Restaurant Point of Sale Systems, Verizon, NovaCare Rehabilitation, your Delaware Valley Honda dealers, Deborah Heart and Lung Center, Acme, and Piazza Auto Group. You're listening to the Verizon Pregame Show on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865.
Pregame show sponsored by Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. We're live at Lincoln Financial Field for a big one. Sunday night football, the Eagles and the Lions as the Eagles go for their 8th win of the season alongside Ike Reese, Elliot Shore, Parks, Hugh Douglas. I'm Joe Gillian. Joining us right now, our honorary captain for tonight's game, former Eagles linebacker, 6 years here in Philadelphia, Mychal Kendricks.
Got that nice pelly on.
Michael, how you doing, man?
I feel great. How do you guys feel?
Pretty good.
Doing good.
Good to see you guys.
Well, it's great seeing you. 6 years as an Eagle. What's it like come back here as an honorary captain now?
It's an honor. It's an honor. Quite literally, it's in the name. No, man, it's good to be back. It's good to see the fans. Good to see how much the city has changed for the better. I mean, we got another chip out this thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just going crazy, man. I love being back.
Now, for so many years, right, you just mentioned they got their second chip last year, but you guys were the first team to bring that Super Bowl championship to the city.
Yes, sir.
Just talk about what that meant to you individually, and I guess sort of how you see your legacy here as an Eagle.
Well, what it meant to me personally is, it's a lifelong dream come true, right? Like, I think as a football player, that's something you dream about as a little kid, right? And for it to all happen in a city like Philly, I have a history with Philly. My dad actually got a chance to play here at a Dick Vermeil. So it's like, when I talk about, like, I've been around the Eagles, like, spirit, that's a real thing.
I don't think we ever knew that.
No one really knows that, man. Yeah. No one really knows that. But, me and Dick Vermeil have a good relationship. My dad passed not too long ago, and Dick came up to me at a signing, was like, he just gave me his condolences and really showed respect. But, man, this chip, bro, this meant everything to me, just like it meant everything to the city. And we finally got over that hump, and now you just see it rolling. Yeah. Now you just see it. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another one. I'm not surprised. We are. You know
Listen,
what I mean?
you guys broke the
seal.
You broke the seal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I, we tried. We didn't break.
No, we
seal.
tried, but I will say this.
Hey, but make no mistake, man. Make no mistake. You guys lead the path too.
Yeah,
right?
they set the groundwork.
Like, set the groundwork for sure, man.
But that's what I was about to say before you went there. But you know what, though, man? Because I remember I follow you on Instagram.
Okay.
And when I used to follow your stories.
I gotta follow you back, bro.
But let me tell you, the point that I'm making is
that's you, Douglas.
Well, that's not my name on Instagram. But anyway, the point that I'm making is this: I was proud of you guys. I know you didn't know me from a can of paint, but I remember watching your stories after the game. And I just remember feeling a sense of pride when y'all did that, man.
You know
what? Yeah. So this
is our ring.
Yeah,
this is our ring. That's
well, I noticed you got the ring on now too.
I got it on.
There you go. Yeah.
You feel me?
There it is.
Nice.
First one right there.
Nice. That's the first.
Hey, Mike, I don't know if you've seen them new ones though, bro.
Crazy. Crazy. Hey, man, I can't lie. I was jealous as heck. I was like, it opens up.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is gaudy as hell too.
Oh man,
it's so gaudy.
Hey, you know what happens, right? You do the first one. It's your first time.
Right.
You get the second one, you know exactly what to do.
That reminds me. Every time was the first time you kind of like you just a little nervous, but then after you start, bit it
It's like
you start
first,
swinging from the chandelier. You know what I'm saying?
You were
start bringing whips and chains and whatnot.
You were saying back there that when you come into Philly, you feel that emotion and you have those memories.
Yeah.
When you think back to the Super Bowl season, I'm sure there's so many things you think about, but just that team, that group of guys.
Yes.
What do you remember what do you remember the most?
Those are my brothers, man. Shout out to my brothers, my extended family. But I cannot make this up, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. This was a true Philadelphia story, a true underdog story. Like, we were counted out. We had a starter out in almost every position. You know what I mean? They weren't giving us the credit that we deserved. Like,
underdogs in all the playoff games.
It was a true feeling too. And the thing is, we knew we had it. It was like,
when did you know? Like, when did you could you tell it was a special season?
Honestly, we knew that camp that we had something special when we would celebrate at camp. We were making plays at camp and we were dancing together, high fiving, chest bumping. Like, when a team has camaraderie like that, you just know it's something different. It felt different than any other team that I've ever been on. So, like, just coming into the city and seeing the Linc and those memories just start tracing down in memory lane, I get emotional.
Yeah.
Can't help but to get emotional.
What do you remember about the parade?
The parade? Oh, man. You were there?
Yeah,
what do y'all remember?
Yeah.
What do you remember?
Luckily, we remember
I don't
about that
remember.
parade. Exactly.
No, I remember a lot. I remember seeing people as far as the eye could see. I didn't even know. I feel like all of Pennsylvania was here. Like, not even Philly, all of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
It was absolutely crazy.
I'll tell you also, Mychal, people, I think we gloss over, you were part of Andy Reid's last draft class, that 2012 draft class, yourself, Fletcher, Nick Foles.
Yes.
Who else was in that? Vinny Curry.
Yes.
Like, you guys, you were a part of that, and then you went through the Chip Kelly era.
Man, and you know what? Those are all great coaches.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Andy Reid, one of the most winningest coaches in NFL history, and then he goes off and does it over other places. You know, when we got Doug back, right?
Yep.
When we got Doug back, you knew what he was under. You knew what he had been learning from. So that and he's a player's coach. We knew that he had been through it. So we knew everything he said, he meant it. He stood on that. So we were able to make sense of it and buy in a different way. And I just think it was a perfect mix of everything happening at the right time for it to go the way it did, you know?
Mychal, what's this building like in a big game? Tonight's a big game. You played in bigger ones, playoff games, the Falcon game, the NFC Championship game against the Vikings. What?
The Snow Bowl.
With the Snow Bowl against the Lions.
That's right. You were here for the Snow Bowl.
Against the
Yes,
What's this place like in a big game?
No, there's no other place like it. Do we have a jail cell still here?
Probably.
No, that was an old building.
That's an old spot.
Hey, we need to get one of those back. We need to get one of those back because I like the rowdiness when I pull up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Philly fans are different. Y'all better believe it. You better know it. Like, I really mean that. Sorry, I'm hitting.
Nah, it's
the table
good.
and everything.
No,
I'm
you're
getting
good.
riled
You're good.
up. I feel like I'm about to play again.
No,
to be
listen,
honest.
that's how we
Get him
did.
his neck
That's
roll,
how
like
we
Ike
did.
says.
Yeah, well, he didn't play in the neck roll.
Nah, I know.
That was Ike.
Yeah, they
Trying
look
to
much
look bigger and
Yeah, they
everything.
look much cooler in their uniforms now than we did. Yeah.
I honestly think we can get a comeback and get the neck roll going.
There we
again.
go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's old school right there.
Mychal, based on your history, your dad, and being here when they won, and you guys won in 17, how proud are you now to see how far this franchise has come? And when you guys won, Eagles were a great team. But now it's almost expected. We go in every year thinking they're going back to the Super Bowl. How proud are you of what this franchise has become?
I'm so proud. You know what I mean? Like, it feels good to have had an impact on that tone. You know, like, that's something that we should expect from ourselves. You know, we are the champions, bro. Like, we really are. So why not? We can keep going with this thing. It's not over. You know, like, we keep going. We can have a dynasty out of this.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's the energy. You know, it's the camaraderie that we have as a city together. You know what I mean? That really drives that force of energy. It trickles down into the players, man. Like, we really embody the city. You feel me? Like, the attitude of the city, the grit of the city. We got that. That's just what it is.
Mychal Kendricks, former Eagle, a Super Bowl champion, our honorary captain. Give him a round of applause. Give Mychal Kendricks a round of applause.
All right.
Mychal, we appreciate you coming up tonight. Enjoy all this.
Yo.
Enjoy the game tonight, Mychal. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you guys for having me, man. I really appreciate it. It's good to see you guys, man. And I'm going to follow you back, bro. Definitely.
Our honorary captain, Mychal Kendricks. Coming up next, we will have the voice of the Eagles, Merrill Reese, with us. This is the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Football fans don't just watch the game, they live it. From pregame rituals to postgame celebrations, PNC is proud to be presenting sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network and a devoted fan just like you. Fans who show up in full force in every kind of weather, because keeping your finances boring allows you to make exciting memories full of face paint, tailgates, and all the things that make game day. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Hey, Eagles fans, Verizon's kicking off big savings, scoring a touchdown with low prices locked in for 3 years guaranteed on my plan. Get a single line for a low price of just $50 a month when you switch and bring your phone on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. It's a deal that'll have you doing an end zone dance. Don't get flagged for high prices. Huddle up at your local Verizon store today. You'll be tackling savings in no time. Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. $20 monthly credit applied over 36 months and times of congestion. Unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms apply. See store for details.
Engines rev, are you listening?
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Accord, Civic, CR-V, or HR-V. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days with a great deal on your favorite Honda today.
Driving in a Honda wonderland.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Hand & Stone has a secret that turns one gift into two. This Black Friday weekend, buy one massager facial gift card at Hand & Stone and get another one free. Check 2 people off your list with just one purchase. No crowds, no chaos, just the perfect gift of relaxation. But here's the thing about secrets. They don't last long. Visit your local Hand & Stone spa or handandstone.com for more ways to save.
Hugh Douglas here, and I know by now you've heard of our new drink, the new Jack Daniel's Tennessee Blackberry Whiskey. It's the real deal, folks. It's bold, vibrant blackberry softened with creamy vanilla, toasted oak, and just a hint of honey. It will be the touchdown of your tailgate this season. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Blackberry, now available at your local fine wine and good spirits. Celebrate responsibly.
Just like our offensive line protects our star quarterback, plumbers protect the health of the nation. And Philadelphia Plumbers Union Local 690 is no different. In hospitals, commercial, industrial, and residential, with the best trained plumbers in the world, you can be sure your project is done on time and on budget, no matter how big or small. So when your business needs to build new or expand existing facilities, you can count on the members of Plumbers Union Local 690. Visit plumbers690.org.
Is holiday shopping making you stressed? Scratch that. Give gifts with more winners. Holiday scratch-offs from the PA Lottery. They'll go from O to OMG in a ho-ho hurry. Gift one today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
It's football season, and you can now get almost anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. What do we mean by almost? Well, you can't get a running back delivered, but you can get baby back ribs delivered. A field goal? That's a no. But a honey butter dinner roll? That's a yes. A 6-pack of abs? Definitely no. But a 6-pack of beer? Uber Eats can get you that. There you have it. Get almost anything for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Official on-demand delivery partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. Order now.
Is holiday shopping making you stressed? Scratch that. Give gifts with more winners. Holiday scratch-offs from the PA Lottery. They'll go from O to OMG in a ho-ho hurry. Gift one today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Hey everybody, this is Hugh Douglas, and me and my man Joe Giglio, we're going to break down the Eagles tomorrow from 10 to 2 on WIP.
You're listening to the Verizon Pregame Show on the Eagles Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Verizon Pregame Show, sponsored by Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Ike Reese, Elliot Shore-Parks, Hugh Douglas, I am Joe Gillian. Joining us now to talk about the big one tonight is the voice of the Eagles, Merrill Reese.
Merrill.
How you doing, Merrill?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Merrill, we're great, and we're excited for this one tonight. Merrill, what the vantage point for you for the wind? What kind of wind you think we're dealing with tonight? The weather.
It's not that bad, and I was down on the field too. It's not like it was earlier this afternoon, and I'm watching the two kickers warm up, and they're not having any trouble. Right now, the ball is holding its line, so I don't think you're going to see tonight the circus that went on throughout the National Football League in the East today.
Well, that's good news for the kicking game and hopefully some offense tonight. All right, Merrill, let's get to your keys to the game for the Eagles to get their 8th victory tonight.
All right, number one, the Eagles must be more productive on first and second downs. Against the Packers, they faced 10 third downs needing 7 yards or more. They need to make third down manageable.
It hasn't been a lot this year, and then they end up running the football and basically punting it away. So I'm with you on that. How about key number 2, Merrill?
Number 2, you have to slow down Lions running back Jahmyr Gibbs. He's averaging 5.5 yards a carry, and he scored 10 touchdowns, 8 rushing.
Yeah, Merrill, he is a dual threat, averaging over 100 yards a game from scrimmage. So that defensive line, those linebackers have a big task tonight, Merrill, with Jahmyr Gibbs. How about number 3?
Well, this is the big one. Beware of number 97, Aiden Hutchinson. He's one of the best defensive players in the NFL. He has 7 sacks, and he leads the league in quarterback pressures. He must be accounted for on every single snap.
He's an outstanding player, Merrill. I wondered if he'd be the same coming off that pretty severe injury last year, but he looks quite good again. Merrill, we appreciate it as always. Have a great broadcast with Mike and Devin, and we'll be listening. It's a big one tonight.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the game.
There he goes, the voice of the Eagles, Merrill Reese. He just mentioned Hutchinson there, who we haven't talked much about here.
But got paid too.
Yeah,
he got too long ago. He got breaded out.
He is a problem. He is. I wondered if he'd be the same this year coming off that injury. He looks the same to me. 7 sacks already.
Oh yeah. No, he's getting out there. He's number 2 pick in the draft and a baller out there. Terrible injury he had last year. Was on his way to arguably being a defensive player of the year last year. So. And like you just said, he just got that bread this offseason. He's feeling good.
No, in season. He got that in season.
Was that in season?
I think it was in season, yeah.
Okay.
Well, what's tough about him, too, he's similar to Micah in that they'll move him everywhere. I do wonder.
And he's relentless.
And he's relentless.
Yeah. And he's bigger.
He's bigger.
He's more of a physical threat.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about like the defense, Micah Parsons is a good player. No question about that. But we've seen
great player.
He's disappeared a lot in big games.
Chasing Jalen around all night on Monday.
But here's the thing. Micah has not, he disappears in big games. He has disappeared in big games.
Yeah.
And that's the drawback to having a player of his stature. You know what I mean? Because in games where you could nullify him if you will.
Yeah.
That Hayden Hutchinson, that's a battle. He's along the lines of body type of a Myles Garrett type. them bigger prototypical
He's 6'7"
defensive ends.
Well, let me ask you this, because I thought Mailata struggled last week with Parsons. Do you think Mailata being a big guy, it's a better matchup for him with Hutchinson? Because seemed like Parsons got under Mailata quite a bit and got around the corner.
Well, Micah's fast, and that's his biggest asset. But when you start talking about a team that can run the ball and can control the line of scrimmage like that, that's where you can nullify him. Hayden can play the run, and he can get after the quarterback with his body type.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what you run into because, say, for instance, when I played one-dimensional in a sense where I had to get better against playing a run because, I gave up a height advantage and a size advantage for the most part. That's why when you got a guy like that, 6'7", 260-something pounds, he's long enough and he's quick enough that he can hold his own when you're talking about the run game and the pass game.
What concerns you guys more tonight for the Detroit offense? Their running game with Gibbs and Montgomery or their pass game? Because this is probably the best duo of receivers we've seen, I think, since the Rams game with Puka and Devontae Adams.
Hell yeah.
To me, it's the running game because everything works off of that running game. Because if you stop the running game, in essence, you stop the play action. But if there's plays where the play action is sound and the running game, you're getting some nice chunk yards out of there, then that plays to me as a defender, as a defensive lineman, that plays into the passing game. Because now, if you hunker down and if they're having success in the run game, that's when you're more susceptible to the play action. And then they're throwing the ball on top over your head. Now you're in a tizzy.
Well, the other thing about the running game, too, is the Lions are number 1 in the league in controlling the clock. So they will, because of that running game, they'll have the ball a lot tonight. And they go for it on 4th down quite a bit. They convert on 3rd down at a good percentage. So I think there's definitely an argument for the running game. I think with the passing game, the concern is they are going to be able to get either Amon-Ra St. Brown or Jamison Williams on Adoree Jackson. Like both those guys line up on the outside. I think Quinyon will probably follow Williams, because I think Amon-Ra St. Brown goes in the slot, and then you have Cooper on him. So my concern in the passing game would be Adoree deep. Adoree I don't think has that deep speed anymore. We know Williams does, so that would be, or Williamson would be a concern for me.
Yeah, it's a tough task, and Detroit is a lot from a philosophy standpoint, a lot like we are, but if I'm being honest, they do it better than we do it. Like, they run first and foremost. They want to establish the run. They want to be physical, and then they want to beat you over the top with play-action passes and things of that nature. And because Jared Goff has a great understanding of that offense, and he doesn't have the necessarily threat from a running standpoint that Jalen has, he's going to rely on the scheme, right? Like, so when he's under center and he does that play action, he knows where he needs to get that ball out quick to, because he knows that's the only way they're going to move the ball. Whereas Jalen has the ability, if something isn't open, he can create something with his legs.
Yep.
Jared Goff doesn't do that. So we got to do a good job stopping what Detroit wants to do first, and that's running the football. And this Jahmyr Gibbs, his first couple of years, he was more of an outside runner looking for the big play. Now, this year, he's running in between the tackles. He's running hard. And I think there's an argument as he's the best running back in football.
Yeah.
There's an argument there for that.
He already has 40 touchdowns in his career from scrimmage. He's 23 years old. I mean, it's crazy what he's doing.
He's a home run threat anytime he gets past the line of scrimmage.
And that has been the thing that I've been saying for the last couple of weeks. He's a guy that wherever he touches the rock, you better make sure you gang tackling.
Well, the thing the Lions do that I don't think the Eagles do yet, the Lions use all parts of the field. They will use the middle part of the field. They love to send the receivers across the middle on those slant routes. And because Goff, when he has time, is a very accurate passer, they are very good at yards after the catch. So I agree. I mean, it's a really, really tough matchup. Since 2023, I think only 2 teams in the NFL have scored more than 30 points than the Lions have. Like, they do it consistently. They're always in the 30s. So it's a challenge for the defense tonight. And the pressure's on the offense, because I think the Eagles' offense has an easier matchup tonight against the Lions' defense than the Eagles' defense does against that offense.
But I'll tell you, though, E, I hear you there, but that almost lends itself to thinking you can win a shootout tonight. I think the pressure is on the defense.
Oh,
tonight.
I agree, yeah.
You got to give this offense, because
keep it manageable. Keep it manageable.
Let's be honest. There's going to be 3 or 4 drives here where we get nothing.
Yeah, well, that's what we do every game.
That's the way it is every game.
Super quick.
And to my point, real quick, Ian, I'll let you get in there. Yeah. That's where the Eagles' defense can't let the game get away, because the Eagles' offense is going to go through those lulls where they don't score points. So the Eagles' defense have to also get the Lions' offense off the field.
And it's sometimes where stats can lie, because we keep bringing up the Eagles are the best or second best in red zone touchdown percentage. Yeah. They also have the 3rd fewest trips to the red zone in the NFL.
Right.
So you could be 90%. If you only get there once or twice a game, that it
doesn't matter.
And the concern is the Eagles are going 3 and out at a rate no offense has done since 2014. They are going 3 and out at a historic rate. So if you're going up against a team that is already good at controlling the clock, and you are, to Ike's point, going to have 3 or 4 drives where you don't get a first down, I mean, it's a concern for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we got a lot to discuss, including Elliot's 3 keys to a victory. ESP's 3 keys. They are coming up next. This is the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious, with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Kick off game day the right way this season with Hers, the snack that's rooted in Philly. They've been a hometown favorite for nearly 8 decades and counting. So when you say their first team all flavor, you can taste it. Hers runs a deep roster of unbelievable flavors like zesty, sour cream and onion, sweet and smoky honey barbecue, and slightly spicy jalapeno kettle chips. So next Birds game, you can't help but go for 2. Bags, that is. Hers, rooted in flavor.
Birds fans will tell you, the other team might not notice the early warning signs of trouble, like the quick hits, the pressured throws, the third and longs. Heart failure can sneak up on you too. The early warning signs can be subtle: sudden weight gain, loss of appetite, persistent cough, and more. It's a serious condition that needs expert care from a team like Deborah Heart and Lung Center. So if something's just not right, take a time out and ask a Deborah specialist. DemandDeborah.org.
In Philly, the field is sacred, the fans are family, and the energy unmatched. And Lincoln Financial gets it. Since 2003, we've stood with the Eagles through brotherly love and brotherly shoves. And for 120 years, we've been helping Americans with retirement, protection, and workplace solutions built to last. Lincoln Financial, the name behind the Linc. Learn more at LincolnFinancial.com. Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates, copyright 2025.
Operating engineers are the men and women that move mountains. And the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, puts them to work. They create opportunities for the men, women, and union signatory contractors of Local 825, repaving our roads, keeping our homes bright and warm, and even building our favorite team stadium. We understand infrastructure. That's why ELEC and Local 825 are ready to get to work.
Football is all about protection. Protect the ball, the QB, the lead. With Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace, you can protect yourself with high-quality health coverage, so you're not blindsided by medical bills. It's open enrollment time for all Pennsylvanians to apply, shop, and enroll at penny.com. That's PENNIE.com. Deadline is December 15th. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
The pros know nobody beats FW Web. With extensive inventory, personalized service, and a fleet of trucks across the Northeast, FW Web supports all customers, from one-van contractors to large facility operators. For planned projects, emergency jobs, or maintenance, FW Web has what you need, when and where you need it. For plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, propane gas, and PVF jobs. With over 100 locations, visit FWWeb.com to find one near you.
Game day just got personal. This season, it's not just about showing up, it's about showing out. And as proud partners of the Philadelphia Eagles, Kendra Scott wants to help you bring your own unique style to the sidelines all season long. Shop exclusive grain and silver jewelry or customize your own look at Color Bar for the ultimate style showdown. Visit your local Kendra Scott store or KendraScott.com today to build your winning look, where team spirit meets personal style.
Birds, Lions, we'll talk about it tomorrow on the WIP Afternoon Show with Ike, Spike, and Fritz, 2 to 6.
This is the Verizon Pregame Show on Eagles Radio.
They don't like these.
Welcome back to the Verizon Pregame Show, sponsored by Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. We're live at the Linc, getting ready for
Great
game
crowd
time.
tonight, too.
It is a great crowd. They're going to be loud tonight.
Yeah.
You can tell. This is going to be a good crowd tonight. You can feel it. All right, let's get to what is the important things that we're looking forward to tonight's game. Of course, the keys to the game with ESP.
3 keys with ESP.
All right, those keys to the game brought to you by United Tire. For the best tire prices anywhere, don't drive alone. Drive United.
All right, number one for me is the Eagles got to control their emotion tonight. The Lions are coming into this game. I think it's a rare game where I think the Lions want this one more than the Eagles do. The Eagles are Super Bowl champions. The Eagles have been to the mountaintop. The Lions are trying to prove it. So they're going to come in here tonight trying to be physical, trying to get under the Eagles' skin. And we have seen this Eagles team, this year specifically, make bad mistakes when it comes to that. Jalen Carter got thrown out of a game for spitting on Dak Prescott. They've had a ton of personal fouls. So I do think tonight The Eagles got to keep their cool. Play with emotion, play with physicality, but don't let the Lions get you out of your zone because they're the better team. What will make the Eagles lose tonight is if they have personal fouls, they're behind the sticks, and things like that. So controlling the emotion is really key tonight.
Well, I
agree with that.
And Detroit plays with a lot of them.
How they play. Yeah.
Brian Branch basically throwing punches every other game at people. So, to me, if they're going to play like that, the Eagles can't retaliate back and get 15-yarders.
But I'm going to tell you what, though. Hold on now. We ain't about to get punked in our
All
own
right.
house.
It's a thin line.
Ain't about to come in here and punk us either.
But there is a line, right? Like,
sure.
I don't want an Eagle thrown out of the game because Branch threw the first one, and then we get a guy thrown out of the game.
I'm just saying, I don't need to get thrown out of the game, but if I got to take a 15-yard penalty to establish a line here, then I'm just going to take a 15-yard penalty.
Okay, I'm
you
with
ain't
you.
coming in here punking me.
Yeah, that's all well
Does
good.
Jalen Carter know the line?
25, yeah.
As long as Jalen Carter knows the line, I'm good.
Just don't.
As long as it's not in the fourth quarter, don't do it in the fourth quarter.
But to that point, in 2023, the Niners came in here and they did punk the Eagles,
that.
right?
In the warm-ups, remember they ran over Bradbury.
The Lions are going to try to do
over.
that same thing. So I agree with you. You tonight is about setting the tone for the 2025 Eagles, but you've got to be smart about it. You have to be because they already are going to be behind the sticks so much. They already do it at a high rate. So controlling the emotion, still be the aggressive team. But again, also with Nick, don't let Dan Campbell take you out of your game either. Coach the way you normally coach. So, go for it on fourth down. That's what they do. But don't come out here trying to prove something to the Lions.
I'm
They're
more
the
worried
top
about
team.
that. I'm more worried about Nick versus Dan Campbell tonight in the who's the aggressive coach and who has the bigger,
It does feel like Nick is more likely to adjust to Dan Campbell than vice versa.
Dan Campbell has one speed. He just puts his foot on the gas.
Well, and especially with the win tonight,
Yes.
I mean that could impact things. So controlling emotion, number one for me.
All right, how about key number 2?
All right, so the corners got to win at the line of scrimmage here. Obviously, we talk about the defensive line needing to win at the line of scrimmage, and I know it's tough with the rules, but the Lions get rid of the ball super quick. Jared Goff is 4th in the NFL in average time to throw, so he's not sitting back there. And one way to make that not happen is to bump the receivers off their spot. Don't let him get across the middle of the field. Make Goff hold on to the ball. When he gets rid of it in less than 2.5 seconds, he has the best passer rating in the NFL, 132.0. When you make them hold on to the ball, it drops almost 30 points to under 100. So at the line of scrimmage, be physical. I know it's tough with the rules, but they like to go over the middle. They actually don't throw it deep as much as you think. They like to get their big plays after the catch. So the corners have to be physical tonight. Make Jared Goff hold on to the ball.
Now, we haven't talked a lot about the star of last game, Jalen Phillips, tonight. And let me just let everybody know before the game gets going tonight, don't get discouraged. He's going up against the second best tackle in right tackle in all of football tonight in Penei Sewell.
Great against great. Great against
so
you say,
I'm just saying if you don't see him dominating the game tonight, that's a pretty good player he's going up against tonight.
Yeah, but he's a little banged up though.
I don't give a damn unless he's out there with 1 foot. I don't care.
But the flip side of that, though, is the rest of the Lions' offensive line's not that good.
I agree.
Interior pressure.
Well,
That's why
exactly. Jalen Carter inside.
And the other side, their other tackle is only okay. So Nolan Smith, Jalen Hunt, Brandon Graham, they have a matchup, and that's why the Lions get rid of the ball quickly. They know their line can't really hold up. So the corners have to do a good job of not letting these great receivers just run whatever route they want. Bump them off their spot, get them off schedule, and Goff will hold on to the ball.
I mean, based on that stat, Ellie, it does really feel like when the game's over, if you tell me Goff had a lot of time to throw, they're going to have 27 or 30 on the board, right?
Yeah.
And if he has very little time to throw, they could be held to 18, 20, 21.
Hit him early, man. Hit him early.
I mean, he's good, but he's bad under pressure. Like, he just can't move. He's almost like a quarterback from when you guys played. Like, there's not many Jared Goffs.
He's a pocket quarterback.
That's all. And he, to me, his accuracy goes way off when he moves outside the pocket.
He's also not great in big games. I think a big difference between the Eagles and the Lions, for as much as they're similar, the Eagles have won so many more big games than the Lions have. Regular season, playoffs. Look at the Eagles this year. Look at the teams that they've beaten compared to the teams that the Lions have beaten. So the Eagles are battle-tested in
How
a
about
way,
this?
for as tough as the Lions are, that the Lions are not.
Speaking of Goff, I need this crowd to get under his skin tonight. Do you know this is the first time Jared Goff's ever played in front of the crowd here in Lincoln Financial Field?
Really?
The only
Well, that's
time.
right, because he was with the Rams, and it was
They were here
COVID.
once. It was the pandemic season. Yes.
Yeah.
He's only played here once as a road player, and it was when no crowd. He's never faced the Eagles crowd in his entire
He's
career.
also played in a dome his whole career.
Well,
right?
We know how soft that can
yeah,
make you.
yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
but it is a
the
luxurious
dome.
experience for the fans.
I like luxurious.
Yeah,
That's a word that's
yeah.
not used enough. Luxurious.
Get under his skin tonight. Make
luxurious
sure he's having a
experience for the
terrible
fans.
time. I like that one. All right, what do you got for
All
key
right, so
number
number 3 is built off of 2, but it's critical. You got to tackle on defense. The Lions, we think of them as a big play offense, and they are, but it's not by throwing it down the field. Williams this year, 14 targets of less than 10 yards, only 10 targets above 20 yards. So they like to get them in space. That happens with Gibbs. It happens with St. Brown. It happens with all their guys. The Eagles need to tackle better. When the Eagles tackle well, they're a really tough defense to move the ball on. And for the Lions, you're making them run more plays. They're not getting those chunk plays. The Lions are used to getting big plays and not having to go 12, 13 drives to score. So tackling on defense, that's Nakobe, Jahad Campbell, Zach Bond. Over the middle, Cooper DeJean. Tackling these guys when they get the ball and not letting an 8-yard completion turn into a 17-yard completion or worse is going to be key.
All right, we touched on this a little bit earlier, but let's go back to it now. Which linebacker should play more tonight?
Nakobe
or Jahad Campbell?
Nakobe.
I'd play Nakobe.
Nakobe, yeah. Well, I tell you, listen, Nakobe, because I think he sets a tone for the defense.
And he's a little bit more
From
seasoned
a physical
linebacker.
standpoint. But listen, you get these guys in open space. Jahad Campbell is a open space type of player.
He's the first-round pick. There's
Yeah.
no reason,
Yeah, but
so-
you know, like in a game like this with the play action being such a big key to
Yeah.
what they do,
Yeah.
do you really want a young linebacker?
Yeah, yep.
Trusting
No,
him
I
in that
agree.
situation?
No, I agree.
Yeah, because you know how, because like we've been in those games and that play action, that play action had your head spinning.
I get worried with Jahad that now that he's not involved as much, you can sort of lose. He can lose the focus and intensity that he was playing with through the first 4 weeks of the season.
I think it's such a tough line for them to walk because they
Yeah.
should play. And I asked Vic Fangio about this week, and to no surprise, he basically said the best players will play. And that's Nakobe right now. But Jahad has gone from playing almost every snap on defense to now basically playing like a third of the snaps around there.
Yeah.
And that's got to be hard. Not only is he playing less, he's playing multiple positions. He's playing the edge. He's playing the linebacker. So
Yeah.
he can be a havoc-making player for this defense. To your point, in open space, I think he's a better player than Nakobe.
Yes.
But Hugh's point is correct. This Lions offense is maybe the best play-action offense in the NFL, and that is ripe for getting a young linebacker to make a mistake.
So because the Lions are more of a 2-receiver than a 3-receiver team and their tight end is out tonight, do you think we could see Cooper DeJean covering Gibbs out of the backfield? Instead of a linebacker,
It's
though.
it's a good matchup.
Like, would you rather Cooper on him or Nakobe in open
talking
space?
about,
Cooper, that's the case.
That's what I
yes,
mean. Like,
yeah.
because I don't know if Cooper has a distinct matchup in the passing game tonight.
Right.
They,
Well,
they-
the
they
tough-
don't use
the
a third
tight
receiver,
end,
and their tight end is
end's
out.
not going-
Yeah, but the tough thing is Amon-Ra St. Brown goes into the
Sure,
slot a
yeah.
ton. He's in there half the snaps he's on the field.
They
So-
could create that. I'm just saying, like, when they're both outside the two receivers, maybe that's your matchup.
They certainly are looking to create a mismatch.
Of course.
tonight.
I
Yeah,
wonder
definitely.
if Michael Carter acquired him from the Jets. They feel good about him. They keep saying how well he's practiced. Is he someone you put out on the field and have him match up with Gibbs? Coverage
Yeah.
guy. I mean,
Yeah.
if you put Cooper on the outside,
I certainly
for
would.
some snaps-
He certainly. I would feel comfortable with him.
Yeah.
I mean, Gibbs is difficult once he gets his speed going,
Yeah.
regardless of who's covering him.
Tough to
But,
tackle.
Yeah.
But a cornerback, whether it's Carter or Cooper, at least they have the athletic ability
To
be
match
able
up
to
with
match up with
Change
Gibbs.
direction and all that kind of stuff.
I'd rather
Yeah.
see one of those guys on him than a linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, look, Campbell's had his issues covering down the field, and Nakobe in space, that concerns me a little bit.
Yep.
That's a tough one. All right, we will see. All right, coming up on the other side, we will have our predictions on the game, and does it matter how this one looks tonight? What do we expect it to look like? That is coming up. This is the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
This is Merrill Reese. After years of calling every thrilling Eagles moment, I know the value of a strong connection. That's why I'm partnering with Verizon and just made the switch. Crystal clear calls, lightning fast speeds, and reliable 5G network. Verizon keeps me connected whether I'm in the booth, on the go, or streaming game highlights. Make the call like I did. Switch to Verizon today, because when it comes to coverage, you want the best in the game.
Get my neck roll! Ike Reese here, and I know about tackling. And you know what? You can tackle your game day menu this season with the official hot dog of the Philadelphia Eagles from Dietz & Watson. Fire up that grill at the tailgate with perfectly smoked premium franks and sausages in bold flavors like jalapeno cheddar and bacon cheddar. Sandwiches are always better with freshly sliced meats and artisan cheeses from Dietz & Watson. Head to DietzandWatson.com to find a local retailer near you. Dietz & Watson, it's a family thing.
Quality is very important here at the North Pole. You see, I checked my list once, twice, all done.
Well, Santa, quality's important to us at Nissan, too. We actually test every model thousands of times. There's the frame twist test, shaker test, corrosion test, drive load test, tug-of-war test, towing test, off-roading test, practical strength test, splash test, corrugated road test, chassis dynamics test, water intrusion test, extreme heat test, extreme cold test, rough road test, jump test, curb impact test, and physical parts tests.
Save on J.D. Power's #1 mainstream brand in new vehicle quality at the Nissan year-end event. Get 0% APR on the 2026 Rogue Platinum, 2025 Murano or Pathfinder for well-qualified buyers. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 12/1/25.
Modern Group is your Generac, authorized industrial distributor in eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey, helping power your team to victory. With generator sets of all sizes and fuel types, let Modern be your Generac provider. Modern Group also services and sells parts for all generator brands. Join a winning team. Modern Group is hiring technicians. Sign-on bonus, great pay, benefits, and employee-owned. Visit moderngroup.com for all your generator needs.
This Eagles season, get in the game at Acme and enter their Swoop In and Win sweepstakes for your chance to win Eagles tickets, autographed jerseys, helmets, or more. Download the Acme app or visit acmemarkets.com/swoopinandwin for more details. Plus, save 5% when you shop on game days wearing your Eagles apparel. Acme makes sure Eagles fans have all their game day needs. Don't miss the featured Eagles items of the week. Clip the digital deal for Hellman's Mayo for just $3.99. Acme, the official supermarket of the Philadelphia Eagles.
In Philly, we go all out for what we believe in. And at Lincoln Financial, we're no different. Since 2003, we've been proudly flying alongside Eagles fans everywhere. Since 1905, we've been helping Americans with retirement, protection, and benefit solutions built to last. 120 years in, and just like the birds, we have no plans on slowing down. Lincoln Financial, the name behind the Linc. Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates, copyright 2025.
Celebrate the Philadelphia Eagles' historic World Championship victory with the official fan jewelry collection from Jason of Beverly Hills. Shop everything from rings and necklaces to bracelets, earrings, and more. All inspired by the 2024 championship rings worn by the team. This exclusive collection honors the heart, grit, and glory of the Eagles' triumph on football's biggest stage. Don't miss your chance to own a piece of Eagles history. See the entire line now at jasonofbh.com/Eagles.
Hear Nick Sirianni's presser after the game on 94 WIP. You're listening to the Verizon Pregame Show on the Eagles Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Verizon Pregame Show, sponsored by Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Ike Reese, Hugh Douglas, Elliott Shore Parks, I'm Joe Gillia, leading you up to Merrill and Mike and Devin on the call tonight. 8:20's the kickoff on NBC Sunday Night Football. All right, before we get to how we think this looks tonight, just a quick update on what happened in the NFL today, because it does impact the Eagles. That big Seattle and the Rams game today, 21-19. The Rams won the game.
Seattle covered.
There we go. The Rams. But I don't know how we take this. Is it
took Seattle plus
all right,
3.5.
Tell me what you think. What do you take from this? Rams won by 2. Sam Darnold 0 touchdowns, 4 picks. Now my first thought is,
that
all right.
Sucks for my fantasy team.
Well,
That's what
my first thought is, all right. Darnold in a big moment, he crapped
there
it out.
It is again.
But the Rams only won by 2 at home with Sam Darnold throwing 4 picks.
I just don't think you have to worry about either of those teams as legit competition.
No, you have to worry about the Rams.
This is the NFC Championship game right here. These are the two best teams in the NFC. The Rams have won a Super Bowl, credit to them. I think they're in a different league than the Seahawks, but the Eagles will beat the Rams in the playoffs, either in LA or here.
I agree with you there.
So I can't take either of them as serious contenders to knock the Eagles out. This Lions team, I think going to Detroit would be a really tough game. I think these are clearly the two best teams in the NFC.
So this is why, hold on real quick, Joe.
Yep.
This is why I say that the Eagles are still the most trusted team of all these teams.
Agreed.
When you look at all these other teams, they look good in some of these other matchups, but to your point, it's a big game out there in Los Angeles, Seattle versus the Rams. And even though the Rams won, they won by 2 at home versus a team that turned the ball over 4 or 5 times a day in Seattle. And then what you said is absolutely true. Sam Darnold, in a big game, this is how he performed, where he threw 4 interceptions. He didn't have to win today, but he needed to go out there and play well today to at least convince people in a big game he's ready to step up and play well. This is why I'm not afraid of any of those teams.
Well, and also, Ike, Richard, quickly to that point, I think often you feel as good about a team as you do the quarterback. And the reason you feel good about the Eagles in big games is because Jalen would never do what Sam Darnold did today in a big game.
I agree.
Jalen probably has 4 total interceptions in every big game he's played in his career, let alone 1 in one game.
Right.
So while I think the Darnold will probably put up passing yards in a career or a season that maybe Jalen won't, I would take Jalen in a big game over every other quarterback in the conference.
All right, so I'm with you on the Seattle thing and Darnold. You're probably right on that. The Rams thing, guys, they're going to win 13 or 14 games. And the last 2 times we faced them, it took
been a nail biter.
I mean, like literally.
But they also beat them every time.
Right.
You're right, they're close, but the Eagles have beat. I don't think Nick Sirianni's ever lost to McVay.
That's fine, but
it's more than fine.
I get
it's noteworthy.
but here's I'll use an AFC comparison. You could the last few years the Chiefs and Bills. The Chiefs win basically every big game, but like you don't say like the Bills have no chance or you dismiss them when it's Bills Chiefs. They're right there. The Rams have been right there with us 2 times in a row.
But to Elliot's point, if I were to use the Bills and Chiefs analogy, in the end,
you would trust the Chiefs.
You're still saying I trust the Chiefs
but I'm saying,
more than I do the Bills.
But the games are this close.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. Look,
I think the Eagles and Rams are in the NFC Championship game.
Right now, I would say the same thing.
I believe that. I've been saying that all year.
Yeah. Look, the Rams are a good team. I just think there's a difference between being close and actually getting over the hump. The difference between the Rams and the Seahawks is the Rams have won a Super Bowl. They are
and you trust Matthew Stafford more than you do.
And McVay.
Is way better.
Then Jared, I trust Matthew Stafford more than I do Jared Goff.
That's why the Rams made the trade.
But also, I don't think the Eagles will go to L.A. I think the NFC Championship game will be here in Philadelphia. But if they have to go to L.A., I'm fine with that. In the Dome, no conditions, the Eagles' talent will show. I mean, they ran for almost
and the fans will show up.
It'll be a home game for the Eagles, basically. So.
All right, let's talk about the implications of tonight. So the Rams are 8-2. Eagles have the tiebreaker over there. If the Eagles win tonight, the path to the 1 is right there. I mean, think about the rest of the schedule. It's Dallas. It's the Bears here, and the Bears are 7-3, but it's a win.
Did they win that game today?
They did win that game.
Dallas
won that game.
They had a field goal at the end,
Oh.
All right, Dallas win, Bears win.
Yeah.
They go to the Chargers. That will be a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chargers are frauds.
Okay. Raiders here.
Herbert got benched today.
Raiders. Herbert got benched?
At the end of the game?
You mean like they were
getting blown out.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was so bad.
Raiders here.
Yes. Win.
In Washington.
Win.
At Buffalo.
That's a tough one.
Okay. Commanders here.
Win.
Like, there's probably only maybe one more loss, the Bills game.
Yep.
I mean,
I don't even know. Hey, we might run the table.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is win tonight, and the 1 seed is there.
Right there.
But the other side, if they don't win tonight, the Lions would tie them and have the tiebreaker, and the Rams would be a game ahead. Like, guys, tonight might be the difference between the 1 seed or the 3 seed.
I agree.
A lot on the line. So it sounds like a must-win.
I think if the Eagles win
definitely
tonight,
can't lose.
They're going to the Super Bowl.
It sounds like it would be nice to
You know
win a lot.
Hold on, what'd you say?
I think if the Eagles win tonight, they're going to the Super Bowl. If you end up as the 1 seed, nobody's coming here and beating the Eagles at the Linc in the playoffs. They'll be in the clear driver's seat for the 1 seed. I don't see how they wouldn't be the clear favorite. They are, unless you think they're going to lose a playoff game at home, which I don't think they will.
This is why I love being here, because we went from dysfunctional all week.
Yep.
So if we win tonight, we're going to the Super Bowl.
They're used to dysfunction. That's a safe space.
All right, now let's flip it back. Let's end with dysfunction. How does this look tonight? Are they going to throw the ball to A.J. Brown a lot tonight? Yes or no?
Yeah, they'll throw the ball to A.J. tonight.
Is it going to be open? less enthusiastic on that.
Where is our security? Where's security?
They're in there. They're watching. They're inside already.
I don't know if they're going to throw it to AJ tonight. I mean,
here's the one thing I've said, E, and I agree with you. Listen, the Eagles as a offensive-minded football team have yet to change their philosophy.
Right. Agreed. Yep.
AJ, this isn't the first time he's complained about touches and the offense and all that other stuff. And the Eagles, from a game plan standpoint, still go into every game doing what they believe is best for them to win that game. I don't think that changes. I think AJ needs to take advantage of his opportunities when it presents itself. But I don't think the Eagles are going to force the ball to AJ.
I think there's a worry that AJ is going to complain his way into the ball being forced to him. He got 3 targets last week, and he's posted on every social media platform he can find. So, like, it's clear that
this week was the loudest. I mean, we
I don't think this week was.
Wait a second.
I don't think this week was.
They had the Twitch stream. He held court in his locker for 8 minutes. The owner went and talked to him in the middle of a practice.
AJ holds court in his locker 3 times a year about this. This is nothing new. We do this.
Jeff Lurie got
every
involved.
season. Every season, he complains. We think it's a big deal. He talks at his locker, and they move on. It's the same cycle every single time.
Vicious cycle.
I'm not saying it's good. AJ shouldn't do it. But if they were going to force the ball at AJ, they would have forced the ball at AJ
sure ain't
already.
forcing the ball
They're
at
not
AJ,
going to do it. They want to throw it to him. They hope he's open. But we're not going to. I mean, how many throws has he made?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. And this is not me being critical of Jalen. Jalen's going to throw the ball where he thinks the ball needs to go.
Exactly.
He's the quarterback. He's the one back there. He's the one that's going to take all the heat if an interception is thrown or any of that stuff happens. So I trust this kid with his decision-making, and if him being ultra-conservative and not wanting to turn the ball over, I finally come around to accepting his way of playing the quarterback position. And you know why? Because over 65% of the time, it leads to wins.
Yep.
We've gone to 2 Super Bowls. They won a Super Bowl. I don't know why anybody will be trying to force Jalen Hurts to play any other way than what he feels comfortable with doing.
23-3 in their last 26 games, including winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like how they run their offense works, and they're not going to change that for AJ. That is very clear.
It seems like we're good with it, but the players in his own locker room might not be as good with it.
Well, that was weak. I will say that. The article this week where there was sources within the Eagles pointing the finger at Jalen, that is unfair to Jalen.
I agree.
Jalen has handled this season all the drama at the podium. Every week he says the right things. He never points fingers. So that is concerning to me. The AJ stuff about him playing for the ball, that's just fun reality TV drama. Players pointing the finger at Jalen anonymously, I think is really bad.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Hugh, what do you think?
I think where there's smoke, there's fire. And I think that, I like Jalen. And I like him a lot. But there is a disconnect here. And nobody wants to talk about. Maybe it is Jalen.
Well, they need to get connected to him.
That's what I'm saying.
It definitely
disconnect.
is Jalen. It's just a matter of whether or not players should be saying it.
We don't know that. That's the rub.
The main
exactly.
That is the rub.
Keep the main thing KY.
And he wins.
I can't even
I
remember
saw
my
that.
hashtag.
There is something there.
But
There's something there.
What's my hashtag?
Hugh is correct, though. What was written, I think, is true. It just shouldn't be said.
No, it shouldn't.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
No,
I thought it was if you know for a minute when you tweeted that earlier. Then I had to figure it out.
You figured it out, E?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, he knew? He figured it out?
Well, it was a Jalen tweet, too.
It was the Jalen.
Did people understand? Or I
don't think most people do, but I'm getting it there. I'm working on it, yeah.
Just keep going. People
Keep the main thing.
All right, quickly, before our predictions, what do we expect out of the quarterback tonight? We haven't talked.
I expect a big game.
There we go.
I do. This kid.
This is the kind of defense he plays well against.
And these are the circumstances that he performs well in.
Is that what y'all wanted to see kind of night?
Yeah, like this is.
Are you not entertained?
I'm telling you, man, his first year or two, I was like, I don't know, man. He's won so much over the last 3 or 4 years and gone to 2 Super Bowls. They're in the playoffs every year. And I can't remember maybe that San Francisco game, the San Francisco and Dallas game back in 2023.
Yeah, back to back.
I can't remember any other big games where Jalen didn't show up and do his part.
He's a gamer.
I think we know exactly what we're going to get out of Jalen.
I think Jalen has a big game tonight.
Around 200 passing yards, a bunch of big third down plays, no turnovers. He'll probably run the ball. Jalen is amazingly consistent, and that's what makes him such a great quarterback.
Yep.
Well,
get those Lions out of here.
Yeah, get with Lions fans.
There's more Lions fans here than I expected.
I didn't even know they existed until last year.
Here we go.
Before. Yeah, a little some boost to them. All right, let's get to our predictions.
All my in-laws out here. Yeah,
I was about to say.
You got the family in? They in here?
Brandon Graham.
I got you. I got it. All right, let's get to our predictions. How this one plays out tonight. I'm going to use my my intuition on this one. I think we should start with Hugh Douglas, and then we should move off of that.
Yeah, because we know where he's
Hugh Douglas, give us a prediction for tonight.
I think that this game is going to be one that's going to test the mettle of the Philadelphia Eagles. No question about that. I think, this is not the end-all to be-all, but I don't think the Eagles win tonight. 27-21, Detroit Lions.
Wow! Hell no!
All y'all that are booing me can kiss my ass.
Finally, someone besides me gets booed. You gotta love that.
Kiss my ass.
Are they booing or they're saying Hugh?
I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, for finally.
Elliott Shore Parks.
I'm not here to make you feel
Elliott,
good.
who wins? Who wins?
I mean, it's a big game. How can I pick against the Eagles? All they do is win big games. Every single time it's a primetime spot. It's a big game. Playoff implications, all that. They win. So I trust the offense to show up tonight. They did last year in the games that mattered. I think the Eagles win the game tonight 27-24.
All right, look, if this game was played 5 weeks ago, I'd be with Hugh Douglas because the Eagles' pass rush wasn't as good then. They weren't stopping the run then. It's not 5 weeks ago, though. It's now. Jalen Phillips is here. Nakobe Dean is here. The game is at home. Jalen will respond. Eagles 26, Lions 24. They win tonight. Ike Reese, close it out.
I like this game tonight. Listen, I don't know what the hell Hugh Douglas been drinking tonight, but I'm telling you, ain't no way in hell we're losing this game. I don't want to hear that. The best team in the NFC is right here in Philadelphia. We're putting bells to ass tonight. We win this game tonight.
Here we go.
31-17.